Alright. I think I did to turn down the music.
That's crazy.
Welcome to presentation night.
No, I'm not gonna hold this on.
First order of business. Some, I don't know, some ground rules, I guess. Just don't talk during people's presentations, and if you get drunk enough that you feel like you're gonna be right, just go upstairs and chill out a little bit. And I don't know. That's it.
Well.
Here's the order as presented yesterday. Mark is here from a miracle.
Oh,
It's a miracle.
Take some.
Just like talking in
The Discord? Okay. Yeah, I'll back at that in a second. Mark, do you want to be thrown in here still?
I didn't make my presentation.
Okay, never mind then.
You can improv one.
Has that stopped before?
Yeah, you alright.
ChatGPT.
Let me just adjust some Discord settings really quick.
Oh my god, people! Hello!
Hi,
Everybody is frozen.
deafening. Goodbye. Alright. Let us begin with the one, the only, Lilu.
Lilu!
Let's fucking go, Lilu!
They're actually pissing.
Wait! Alright!
I didn't hear that
It's fine. Alright, you can whenever you want the slide to go. Okay. Sup? You guys ready to fucking learn about some shit? Let's go.
Yeah.
Today we're learning about the history of doorknobs. Doorbells. Yippee. Alright, doorbells are fucking awesome. Look at that. Look at all of them. They're so fucking awesome. We love doorbells. That's awesome. The basics. Pay attention. Alright. The earliest doorbells over the Victorian era. That's awesome, right? People used them to summon servants before using them in their households. But it didn't get popular until electricity came in. Shocking, I know. But that's just history, baby, you know? Alright, cool, moving on! We're going into stuff that's exciting. How do they work? There's 3 parts. There's the button, there's the chime, okay, hold on, I'm really hot. Alright, this is boring. We're talking about Michael Sheen, actually. Alright, cool. Goddamn, look at him! Wow, that's me! That's me for real! Wow, look at him! I love him. Alright, but who would win in a fight? Out of the 6 characters, we got Aziraphale. He's the angel from Good Omens. Love him. Adore him. We got Bill Masters, the asexual sex doctor. We got Martin Whitley, the doctor who's a serial killer. We got Michael. We got Arrow from Twilight. And we got Roland Blum, a lawyer who does a lot of drugs. Awesome, cool, let's go. First to go, Arrow. Sucks. Aziraphale hates evil people, kills them with stakes. Dead. Gone. Alright, moving on. Aziraphale hates violence. He just wants it to stop. He's hypocritical. And also no one's listening to him. He just wants the violence to stop. Alright, cool. Martin Whitley is psychoanalyzing. This is a doctor right here. He's gonna psychoanalyze these guys. That guy over there, cheated on his pregnant wife. No! For his science study. This guy does drugs so hard he went blind and talks to women about their pussies at the workplace. It happens, you know? He sucks for it. How do they react? Bill is not acknowledging that he's crying. Roland does not give a fuck. Alright, cool. Oh my god, Bill, look out! Michael's here. He's dead. He was disassociating while thinking about his feelings. It happens. We love him for it. Oh my god, Roland is talking to the serial killer now. That was crazy. Do you want to do drugs? Does Martin want to do drugs? No. Martin says no to drugs, kids, okay? That is a father right there. You say no to drugs unless you're killing people with them. Alright, moving on. Martin and Michael are fathers. Okay, they are bonding now. They are bonding. They are besties. These two are fathers. Aziraphale has to think fast while these 2 fucking maniacs are thinking about plotting against him. It's okay, he has a boyfriend. He's gonna come and save him! They're gay! He's gay for him, he's gonna come save him. Those 2, dead. Don't stand a chance. Easy clap. Oh my god, look, he's blushing. That's crazy. Wow, the rankings, we got 6. Arrow, he's cringe. Great, don't like him. Cool.
Okay.
We got 5th, Bill Masters. I love him, but he's a little sad and autistic. Roland Blum, very sexy, but he's dead. Okay, cool. Tied, the besties. The fucking unhinged Michael, but that's okay, Zerfa wins. Yay! Yes, we do really love them. We love them so much. Thank you for coming.
Questions, comments, concerns?
I love the part about doorbells.
Sorry to disappoint. There's not a lot about
I was hoping
doorbells.
for more of an in-depth dive into what a doorbell was.
Google it.
What was the third part of the doorbell?
What?
What was
Yeah,
the
what was
third
the
part of the
third
doorbell?
This is not the most important part!
Alright, who the fuck is next? I don't remember. Hold on. Oh shit.
Do you want me to film?
It's Kenny! Is it Kenny? It's Kenny.
Go ahead.
Yep, it's Kenny! Okay.
I love it.
There's your presentation.
That was the point.
What is wrong with you, bro? What is you wrong with you?
Sorry, I did not want to go out
Save
on
my
a
seat.
super rant about doorbells.
Your name's Janitor?
Yeah.
Clean the shit up.
I fully thought your whole thing.
Thank you.
I did
Yeah.
too. I was just like,
I'm underappreciated. I sit in the corner,
yeah,
but
don't give a fuck about
Back when
this,
I
like,
used to
nerd
do it,
on
they
the
gave me
street
the
showing
quarter.
everyone.
Felt classier. Quarter.
Encounters. I'm sure we've all had them. I'm sure that none of us know what that actually means, but I'm sure that I'm about to fucking tell you. Number 1, unexpectedly experience or be faced with something difficult or hostile. You run into someone you don't like. You have an encounter with a small problem. Oh no, I'm slightly inconvenienced. That sucks. Number 2, also labeled number 1. Unpleasant struggle. A close encounter with death. Oh god, I almost fell off the ladder. That's terrifying. I'm going to talk to you about some of the encounters that I thought of in the 2 hours of making this presentation.
Yeah.
First of all, drink. If you have a drink, drink.
So you pass me my drink. It's on the desk. Beautiful.
Alright, let's get into it.
Four.
Dear listener. You're going to notice a theme, because we're starting off with Morgeth, the Spire Keeper.
That's on.
Now, this is an encounter in the Last Wish raid of Destiny 2. I really like that game. I hope that it keeps going and is fun for the future, even though it hasn't been for the last 6 years, which is tragic. Morgeth doesn't require a lot of people to do stuff. Out of the 6 people in your party, only 2 really have to pay attention, and everyone else just kills shit, which is not very interactive. So Morgeth is going to E tier. Sorry, not very fun. Just kind of a in-between. Next up, we have Vault. Vault is probably my favorite encounter in the game. It requires everybody to be doing something. It requires a lot of movement. You don't just stay in one place and shoot the thing. And it does a little bit of puzzle solving on the fly. And that's why it's a really cool encounter. So it goes in S tier. Next is Riven. Riven is a super cool encounter that probably 95% of the people who have ever played Destiny and done that raid have never done legitimately. Because the boss's health is so low that you can kill it before the first damage phase starts. Which is tragic, but it's a really good encounter. It requires everybody to be doing something, everybody to be paying attention to something, and requires you to not talk over each other, which is really hard because it's 2 teams in different parts of the arena doing stuff at the same time. So that also goes in S tier. Next we have War Priest. This is from a different raid. It's from King's Fall. War Priest is notorious for having the most health of any Destiny boss, which makes it pretty much the only damage check in the entire game. It requires 3 people to be doing stuff and 3 other people not to be giving a shit about what's going on. So it kind of gets put in B tier. It's not quite C. It's a little bit better because of the DPS check, but other than that, meh. It's whatever. Next we have Orcs. This is also a really cool encounter. It requires 4 people to be doing stuff at all times, and it requires 2 floaters in case one of those 4 people gets a RNG fuck you. So everyone kind of has to be paying attention. There's a lot of ads. In the newest update to it, they added even more things to pay attention to, where there was previously lulls in the fight, which made it more engaging and a lot more fun. Orcs goes in A tier. Golgoroth is a cool boss. It was one of the first bosses that was openly based on another game. It was based on WoW boss. I don't remember the name of it. But it requires 2 people to be doing stuff and 4 people to be doing damage, which is a little bit boring, but in the newest iteration, they made it a lot harder for those 2 people to do their jobs, and they also made it a lot harder for people doing damage because they added another RNG mechanic into it. Golgoroth goes in B tier along with War Priest. Not everyone doing stuff, but still in game. Next, we have Alakazam. He has 2 spoons. He's crazy fucking fast, but he doesn't have very high defense. He's probably the best random encounter that you could get in Pokemon Emerald, but
So true.
it doesn't really matter because he's just stronger than everybody. Like, it's just fucking crazy. He goes in S tier. Next is Muck. If you get Muck as a random encounter, it's not bad, but it doesn't. He's the worst encounter that you could get in the area that you're in, which makes him, unfortunately, just like the worst of 3 random encounters you could get. But overall, his stats are fine, so he goes in C tier. Next, we have Notorious B.I.G. In 1994, Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. met, became good friends, and then a few months later, Tupac got held at gunpoint outside of a music studio and shot 5 times, which is tragic. And Notorious B.I.G. thought it was so tragic that he wrote a song called Who Shot Ya, released it, and then while Tupac was in jail on a sexual assault charge, he said, "That's an admission of guilt. You knew I was going to get shot." And then they started beefing. Tupac then later released a song with the lyric, "I ain't got no motherfucking friends. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker." That's a sick line. That's fucking awesome. But overall, it was really just like 2 people being mad at each other. So the encounter is not. I mean, it's not going to last the test of time. So it just gets in C tier. But that is a good line. Next we have Morbius. Unfortunately, everyone who encountered this movie hated it. And everyone who encountered memes of this movie loved it, which means that it is kind of in a superposition. I'm choosing to put it in F tier as our first F tier because this movie fucking sucks. And nobody saw it in theaters, and nobody saw it when it re-came to theaters later. And it lost a lot of money, which actually might be S tier worthy, but the movie itself sucks. Next we have Drizzy versus K-Dot.
Yes!
This is an incredibly recent controversy, or encounter, sorry. And kind of broke out of just the music community. Someone released a diss track on someone else, that's normal. Someone responded, that's normal. But then one of the original people on the diss track switched sides, which is not normal. And it kind of started growing outside of the music community. Yada, yada, yada. Someone got accused of a pedophile. What are you going to do? This goes in A tier. Next, we have shitty shoppers. So, if you're ever walking through Costco and someone blocks the lane with their cart, and then they decide that, actually, I want to look at something on the other side of the aisle, and then they stand the only place that you could have walked, that's fucking annoying. And if you ever ran into that, you probably have a little bit of a gripe towards people like that. And you probably hold on to it. I obviously don't. Shitty shoppers goes in E tier. And last but not least, we have pop-up ads. These things fucking suck. No, I don't want to see your pussy. No, I don't want to have sex with you, and I don't give a shit that your husband's dead. No, I don't want to buy your product. If I wanted to, I'd search it online. I'm not searching for that. I just want to torrent Iron Man 1. Pop-up ads, going F tier. For God's sake, please don't block the aisle with your cards.
Questions, comments, concerns?
Yeah, I have a question.
What's up?
Isn't Alakazam only like encounterable through trading with another person, so you cannot run into that?
No, that is not true. Alakazam
Interesting.
is randomly encounterable in Emerald specifically.
I did not know that. Thank you.
Did you make that up?
I did watch a YouTube video on it. I
Next
was
time.
just like, if there's an actual way to get Alakazam, like, I'd be like, damn, alright,
Next
I
is
grew up on that stuff.
Let's fucking go.
Wait, are you gonna drag it off to the side first before you open it?
Sure, I can do that.
Thank you. I at least don't want the
Oh
first.
shit, the
Oh god, that is so crunchy.
fluoride's there.
Zeke looks like an iPad.
It does.
Not the finger.
Okay. Okay, I just realized this isn't gonna work because you're gonna have to drag it back on.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
Hold on, Zeke says 1 second.
Everyone can close their eyes and then you can
Wait, what is?
No!
No matter how you get better.
No!
Why do you still have to move on your computer?
I don't know, I haven't taken it down yet. I'm too depressed to think about DigiPen.
Sup? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Is your clicker?
Thank you.
Make sure the volume's turned up. I think we're good.
Is it on the TV?
Yeah, it's on 100.
On the TV?
Yeah.
Oh god, that
It
might
should
be
be.
kind of loud.
I'll turn it down a little bit.
That should be loud.
I want a jump scare. Yeah.
It might take a minute. There are a lot of transitions.
There we go.
Okay. Hey guys. Today we're gonna talk about ice. What the fuck? Ice, baby! There was supposed to be sound! I'm gonna cry! Wait, what? It shouldn't? I'm pretty sure it's connected.
It is connected to the TV. I don't know why it's not making sound. Is this something you want to debug right now?
That ruins things.
Oh my god. My laptop also isn't plugged in. It got unplugged somehow.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh,
It's the same.
So that works. We can go back. We can go back to doing it. Hold on. Technical difficulties.
That's not the same
Why the
song.
fuck?
I like that window.
God damn it.
it's okay.
I'm so glad you got
Huh?
That's what you get for using sound.
Listen, I wanted to.
Debugging during the presentation. Reminds me of DigiPen. I said debugging during the presentation feels like DigiPen.
Where's my chargers?
Do you need a light?
I need a lighter.
I didn't go to DigiPen, so my PowerPoint is going to be based on my charisma and pictures, not cool animation.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Look at what all this fancy tech got her. Look at where she's at now. She's
I'm
stuck
in
debugging the
STEM,
presentation.
so all I do is show pictures with no text because otherwise the students are too busy to read the
fine.
text to listen to
The
you.
most important professor at DigiPen, his name is Raven, and he hates animation. He will
It
fail
should
you
get
if
a
you
little
use the
better
animation.
soon.
Really?
Yup.
That seems so. It's
I
fun.
only broke it a little bit.
What the
Actually,
So now I have more confidence in
I
myself.
still need
I
to
heard
go into the GDC vault to send you the video Oh, of the AI Raven. Please walking do. Yeah.
So
Why is
quiet.
it so low? Okay, I was right that it was low. Technical difficulties, apologies.
Did you try turning it off and back
Yeah.
on again?
Yeah. There we go.
There we go. Okay, now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll turn it up even more for you. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go back one more time. Okay. I need to do this
Two
properly.
hops this time.
There you go.
It's
Thank
just gonna
you.
keep going back.
What are we going to talk about today?
Shut the fuck up! Today, we're gonna talk about. Wait!
I'm so sorry, Kay. It's okay.
Please do not the DJ. That is not on balance. Okay, that's better? That's better. Okay. Today, we're gonna talk about ice! Okay. So, today, I'm going to be ranking ice based on edibility. Presentation by me.
Woo!
Okay. So, why am I doing this? Because it's sorry, I need to get one ice put out there. Okay, so today I'm first starting with square ice cubes. A classic. Melts evenly in your mouth, nice and juicy. It has a good solid crunch. I've got to give it a rating of A. Solid. Okay.
Yeah.
Next, we're going on to bagged ice cubes. They're mildly refreshing, but they're kind of bland, and they're messy overall. They kind of stick together into big clumps, and it's hard to eat. Next, no, not next. Excuse me. I gotta give it a rating of C, unfortunately.
Yeah.
L. Okay. Then we're gonna move on to crescent ice cubes. Another classic. Fridge ice cubes, also known as. They kind of have a comfortable shape. They fit in your cheek really nicely, so you can suck really long and just kind of just let it sit there for a bit. It breaks nicely when you chew on it, but it can be too dense depending from fridge to fridge. Okay, so I gotta give it a rating of B. Solid. Okay. So, next, cylindrical ice cubes, or airplane ice cubes. They kind of have that characteristic crunch. They're kind of like donuts, but in ice form.
I've never had those. Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. They have an invigorating taste. Refreshing. Tasty. And they're fun to play with. Anyways, I gotta give them a rating of A. Solid. Okay. Next, pellet ice cubes. Satisfying. Crumbles beautifully in your mouth. And they have a memorable texture. I had them on a cruise like 8 years ago, and I haven't been able to chase down that high since. I gotta give them a rating of S. Okay, now we gotta move on to water bottle ice cubes. Refreshing taste, kind of fun to suck on, but they're kind of difficult to crunch. They're really hard, and they're just slippery. They're hard to hold. So, unfortunately, I gotta give them a rating of C. Okay, icicles, in a similar vein. Close enough. They got a unique, earthy, outdoor taste. Delicious. They're fun to suck on. They have a little bit more texture than the water bottle ice cube, so you can kind of hold on to them a bit better. And you can also sharpen them into little... Anyways, they can also give you germs. So probably don't... I don't endorse it. But, you know, gotta give them a rating of B for a solid experience. Okay, next, spherical ice cubes. You also see these at bars, in drinks. Fun shape, rejuvenating taste. Again, fresh. It takes a while to melt. It's kind of nice for some people. Can make your mouth cold though. And can be too big. I'm sorry, what was that? I gotta give them a rating of B. Solid placement. Okay. Shave ice. My beloved! I would die for you! Okay, I have to wait for the transition to go. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm a little biased, but savory texture. Delivered by the gods. Melts like butter in your mouth. And exquisite taste that cannot be replicated by any other type of ice. So, I gotta give it a rating of S tier. Let's go. Next one. Snow. Similar name. Okay. Hello.
Thank you. Try again.
I might have moved off the page. Did I break it? No. Okay, that wasn't you. Okay, cool. Divine texture. Only nature can create. Revitalizing taste, but dirt. And sometimes piss. But I would not endorse eating the yellow snow either. Snow, gotta give it a rating of A. Because I am addicted to eating snow every time I go skiing. So, lastly, McDonald's ice cubes. Specifically. Unremarkable, boring taste, forgettable. Worst ice cubes I've ever had. Clumped together and you can't get a good nice grip on it and chew it.
Fuck that.
And general fuck you to McDonald's. I love your fries, but I'm sorry. McDonald's ice cube, F. Okay, here's the tier list. Here's that tier list, all laid out for you. But wait, there's something there. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, stay tuned for my next presentation on why eating ice is bad for your teeth.
You're a trooper.
Emma, was there a photo of McDonald's fries in an ice cube
Yes,
tray?
there was. Yes.
No.
You're saying things.
No,
Yes.
no, she made it
Are
herself.
you aware of the Ice Chewers Forum?
Yes.
Yeah, that's one.
No,
Alright, I believe we require some
I'm actually
special...
the founder.
Oh,
No.
sorry.
Yes.
Where would you rank a decorative ice sculpture?
Part 2?
Oh!
Yeah.
You also didn't.
Yes.
You didn't put dry ice.
No! I don't endorse eating dry ice!
You didn't endorse eating half the things.
I prefer my ice wet, thank you very much.
Have you ever tried
And
the crumbly
Yeah.
ice that they had at like the
I ate
Kirkland
rock ice
Kazuki
as
before it
well.
shut down? They would always put it in like the yuzu soda and it was really good. It was really good to crunch, but I can't find any other Kazuki that does
That
it.
makes me so sad.
Alright.
Tragedy. What's up?
One more round of...
Would ice like spherical ice even be ice cubes anymore? But you said they were ice cubes.
Round of applause for Emma one more time. Next up is Grant. This one is a bit special.
Nah,
Special.
Okay.
Gotta be here for this one.
Hold on.
Oh,
Let it cook.
Special.
It's cooking. I love it.
Alright.
Here you go, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you about a lot of stuff that I like, but I'm also gonna eat the last dab before I do that.
Oh no.
It's kind of a lot.
Is someone recording?
Holy shit.
Yes, this is being recorded. Oh my god!
Okay.
Oh no! It's giving it time to cook.
Where's the mouse?
Oh no.
There it is.
Okay, try clicking again. Do it again more.
Yes! Yeah!
Alright, so starting with honorable mentions. No particular order, plus some of these, like some of these more than what I'm gonna talk about today. There's just like a lot to talk about with all of them, so like for like the sake of time, I'll focus on the things that I like recently. So Black Lagoon, it's anime, it's great. It's got a lot of women that'll just shoot you with guns in it. It's the anime is like not going, but like apparently the manga has like restarted. I haven't watched or read that yet, but kind of want to. Ghost in the Shell, Steins Gate also. Keep Your Hands Off the Isaacin. There's a really good anime about making anime. Trigger, a lot of people like Dungeon Meshi, they do that. Yeah, Signalis, this one, it's like a survival horror game, but it's sort of like, I think it's cool because like there's this element to like using like your brain and recognizing things, but more so like, instead of just like, oh, that's a thing I remember, that's like more of a, it's activating like parts of your brain that's kind of like part of like what the protagonist is going through, so I think that's cool. And also AI or I, the Somnium Files, it's a visual novel about a similar thing where like the mechanics of the game kind of like work with the narrative in a really interesting way. It's also really funny. And also Nier, which I could talk about a lot, but like just the concert itself almost made me cry. But then also the Expanse is a really good show, and Indoor as well, the Star show. Anyway, let's spend more time on that than I thought it would. Anyway, first, Ace Combat. Alright, so you've got fighter jets, and that's cool, but it's also more than that. There's like a lot of cool variety in the gameplay, so like with the encounters, like a lot of the games have like a boss fight with like an aircraft carrier, but it'll be like a flying aircraft carrier, or it'll be like a submarine aircraft carrier. There's also like a bunch of super weapons, like the whole like part of like the lore is like there's an asteroid, so they built a bunch of like railguns to shoot it down, and that caused a lot of strife in the world, and it leads to things like giant lasers on the back of fighter jets, which is neat. And also it's very melodramatic, which is kind of important because when you're playing the game and you're only seeing a jet, you kind of can't get the emotions of the characters, so you kind of have to like heighten that with the script and the music as well, which is also really good. Also, because it's a Bandai Namco game, and one of the games launched about the time they did the Idolmaster, you can get this in some of the games, which is kind of neat. Anyway, Fujimoto's manga. I did 2 presentations plus a poster on this in graphic novel class, but just as like generally, like I've ended up like reading all of what he's written by accident, kind of. Anyway, just to go through Fire Punch, it's like it's really good, but like you kind of need to warn everybody about the content before you go in because it starts with cannibalism and incest. So that's great. I need to take some water. Anyway, Chainsaw Man, we like it. Part 2 is good. It's so good. Look Back is like it's a much more like personal story, and I anticipate crying in the theater because they're making it into a movie. It's supposed to come out this summer. Don't know about any English release, but that should be good. And Goodbye Eri is another self-contained story that is really good. So I just recommend everybody, like, if you're interested at all. You can hear me sniffling.
Just love it.
Yeah, it's I forgot what the next slide is. This one. Alright, so if you haven't seen ads for this game, it's exactly what it looks like. It's like a bunch of like live 2D anime girls shooting guns. So it's like I've been playing for like a year and a half, which is about as long as it's been out. I downloaded it as a goof. I don't think it's a goof anymore. But like the gacha, actually, like I like it more than like something like Star Rail, because like Star Rail, like it feels bad when you lose like the oh, I didn't get the character I want. Now I have to save up my fucking like jades and I have to like hope I get the next one and all that stuff. This one is like has like 100 SSRs and have like all but 5 of them without spending any money. It's because like they just put all of the characters on the standard banner, which is nice, except for like the collaboration stuff. They had a collaboration with Chainsaw Man and Nier and ReZero for some reason. Yeah, the gameplay is fun. You just like, it's a third-person shooter on your phone. And the story is alright. Some people say it's good. I wouldn't go that far. It's alright. And it has like really weirdly good music for, it's like kind of no reason. It just kind of goes very hard. Because I guess because they're making $millions of dollars, they can just spend a lot of money on music. Okay. Alright. Diebuster. So this one is a sequel to Gunbuster, which was made by Gainax, which was the studio that sort of spawned Trigger. So I think it's kind of underrated. No one really talks about it. But it's like a 6-episode OVA, and it sort of goes around like this character with the orange hair who wants to be like this space like mega pilot. Anyway, it's like the soundtrack is like really cool because like there's a sequel, but it was made like decades after the original came out, but they got the same composer to do it. And I think the soundtrack for that is like a big improvement over that, but like I think the ending of Diebuster actually makes the ending of Gunbuster even better than, even though like Gunbuster does have a really good ending. It adds like another like element to like the meaning behind it, which is cool. And also its anime opening is the best one, bar none. It's better than any of the other ones that you might think of. Honestly, it's great. I like it. Hey, Titanfall 2. I love Max. I can shoot guns while running. I could do both at the same time. I wish Respawn would bring it back. Please. Alright, also,
Oh shit.
so I watched the last Evangelion Rebuild movies recently, and I'd say it gave me more closure than Commencement did. I think that it's like a finale to like a franchise. It's like kind of the best way it could have been done. It was really like sort of moving, and the way it got extremely meta by like basically sort of like breaking down like the fact that it's like animation and like going through like storyboards and stuff. They also do like sort of semi fourth wall breaking, but ultimately like it's sort of them saying like this is the actual end of Evangelion, and I think it's like I couldn't really think of like a better way for them to do that. And I was really impressed because some of the rebuilds are kind of like shaky, I think, but I think they just kind of stuck the landing with this. Okay, to summarize, fictional robots are cool, I guess. Also, orchestral music is really good. And you can talk to me about literally anything, anytime, especially if it's about any of this stuff. It's cool.
Oh my god.
You need some milk.
Alright, questions, comments, concerns.
I have a comment. I really don't think your reaction was super intense enough, so I think we need to do it again.
We need to do another one.
Maybe some more hot.
Holy shit.
Shit ain't nothing to me, man.
I have a concern. How are you feeling?
Which hot sauce is that?
Holy shit! Like champ.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright. Like, or no reaction.
That's fucking insane.
I'm sorry, that reminded me. All of the technical difficulties made me forget that I had reusable ice cubes to pass out.
Reusable.
What would you rate them?
Damn, I like broke the cup.
Are they?
I don't eat these.
No.
I just kind of chew.
What makes them reusable? What?
You
You can just refreeze them? It's plastic, yeah.
It's plastic.
With liquid
Plastic
inside.
with liquid
They're fun
inside.
to play with.
So you don't eat them.
No, but they are fun to play with when they're wet.
Levi, you
We're
can't
not-
eat them if you try hard.
You want They're fun to hold. Do you want one?
Sure.
Would you like an ice cube?
This one has a
Well, they're the reusable ones. Don't eat these.
But they look so tasty. Well, Emma's handing this out. I'm gonna double check that it's still recording.
This looks like the taste.
Just to make
I think number
sure.
8 here.
This looks so tasty.
Don't eat it.
Food gummy.
Alright, we're still good.
Chill!
What do we do with these? Do we give them back at the end?
No, you want no, they're delightful.
Is it called crackers?
No.
How you doing?
No.
Wait, I want
Don't
one.
eat these!
I want one.
Don't eat these!
Emma,
These are
please.
reusable!
You
Can
keep
we
saying
see?
it. Keep making
Emma, I want one.
I'm okay. I don't want my hands wet.
It's okay.
They're actually cool. Oh my god.
Have these been cleaned?
I'm so excited.
You'd better be.
Just don't eat it.
Okay, I'm just gonna put in my drink.
Oh. Yeah,
Riley, I'm not gonna eat it.
Would you mind opening it? I want to check something.
Emma.
Pop it in there.
I circled it.
Do you still want it?
I don't really care.
Emma, can I have a second one? Mine's
Oh,
lonely.
yeah, sure. You can use it for your drink and you can take it home.
Appreciate
That's
it.
so weird.
Yeah, mine was getting sad
It's
myself.
big.
Sad.
It's big. It's a big presentation.
Oh my god, this is where how long this is.
I will put these.
Hopefully 10 minutes.
120 megabytes.
You know those like the stretch balls that have the bells in them where you go like this and they make the noise? Can I do Bounding that? balls. Yeah. Me too.
My aunt told me that I would
Oh my god, I'm
be
so
done if I
excited.
would like spin them without making any noise.
That's what me and my grandma said something really similar.
Yeah, and I think that she might have just said it so that I wouldn't be like shaking them all the time. I was like, oh, I'm so cool right now. I can be moving around without making any noise.
Oh, hell yeah.
My grandma put them in my stocking.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm sorry, I can't miss it.
Alright,
Sorry,
I'm here
I
for the
can't
next 4 hours.
Alright, so, to preface, there are like 150 something slides in this presentation. Assuming that
can I refill my drink?
No.
No. Well, you can, but I'm still gonna go.
Wait, there's an intermission in like 2.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's 150 slides.
So,
but
assuming I go for 10 minutes, it's gonna be an average of 4 seconds per slide. Buckle up! So, the entire FNAF timeline, here we go. Starts with a restaurant called Fredbear's Family Diner. There are 2 guys there named Henry and William Afton, they're co-owners. There are also 2 animatronics that function as both animatronics as suits. That's Fredbear, that's Golden Bonnie. They also have opened a second location called Juniors with Freddy, Foxy, Bonnie, and Chica. William Afton establishes Afton Robotics, which he manages. Henry establishes Fazbear Entertainment to manage the brands. They also make TV shows and whatnot. And William Afton monitors his son with a Fredbear plushie from a secret underground bunker that he has, for some reason. Meanwhile, William's youngest son is tormented by his older son. That's Michael Afton. This is Crying Child Afton. We still don't know his name yet. And oh my god, it's the Bite of 87! Mark, you fucking idiots, the Bite of 83! Yeah, so Crying Child gets his head fucking chomped in by the Fredbear animatronic. William Afton, through the Fredbear plushie, promises to put Crying Child back together. And the Crying Child, because of shenanigans, possesses Fredbear, which is now Golden Freddy. Because then... So, Crying Child, in the body of Golden Freddy, begins reaching out to William Afton. He keeps saying, "It's me!" So Afton realizes, oh shit, my kid is in that robot. I should figure out how to get him out of there and into a more childlike body, which is why Balloon Boy exists. Meanwhile, the Springtrap suits, which is what the first 2 are called, Golden Bonnie and Fredbear. 2 employees die in each of them. That creates Shadow Freddy and Shadow Bonnie. So the Springtrap suits are decommissioned, but William Afton secretly continues to iterate on them. This one isn't canon, but it's in the movie, so I'm using it. And, oh my god, it's the I keep fucking hitting the side button. So, the Missing Children incident. This is like the main thing that got the series started back in FNAF 1. We don't know what year it happened in, but we know it happened in July. It happened in the books in 1985, so it happens in my timeline in 1985. 5 kids go missing. Jeremy, Fritz, Gabriel, and Cassidy. And Susie also. William Afton, he kills them, he fucking gets them, but he doesn't get convicted because they couldn't find the bodies. Guess where those bodies were? So, meanwhile, Afton realizes that, oh my god, if I'm being investigated for murdering 5 children, I probably shouldn't get involved with this, so I'm gonna make robots that can kill kids for me. So he starts developing Circus Baby's Pizza World, or entertainment and rentals. There are animatronics there, I'm not gonna bother listing them off. That's I should get another way to hold this or something.
Those were Discord notifications.
Oh!
No, they're not. No,
No, it happens when I hit the side buttons. It's
not that one.
Okay, so that's William's daughter, Elizabeth, and that's Baby, one of the Funtime animatronics meant to specifically kill kids. Baby is the mascot of Circus Baby's Pizza World. Oh my god, the animatronic designed to kill kids killed William's kid! Oh no! So now Circus Baby's Pizza World is closed. After that, Charlie, that is Henry's daughter. He was like the co-founder that isn't William Afton. He makes the security puppet to watch over his daughter because he knows what William's been up to. And oh my god, William fucking killed her! Oh no! So, she possesses the puppet, and in the body of the puppet, she lets, like, the spirits of the other kids from the Missing Children's incident move around in the animatronics. So now they're angry. They have angry eyebrows now. Meanwhile, Michael Afton's been trying to figure out why the fuck his father's such a dick. So he goes over to the Juniors location to investigate. But William Afton also trails him, but he's turned away at the door because he's currently under investigation. Juniors closes soon after due to the stench of the corpses inside the animatronic suits stinking up the place. I miss my wife, Henry. I miss her a lot. I'll be back. Meanwhile, William tries to get Michael not to investigate his crimes by committing more crime. So he builds illusion sound discs or something to torment Michael in that secret underground bunker that he has for some reason. See, there it is in sister location. That's not confusing at all. No one got confused about this for years. So, Juniors reopens with the 5 original animatronics and 5 new ones. Under the name Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So we have shitty low-resolution versions of all the toy animatronics. Funtime Foxy, which is what William's been testing out in his secret underground bunker. But kids liked Foxy so much that they turned into the Mangle. And then you've also got Balloon Boy, the puppet from the other places, and also shitty low-resolution versions of the other 5. But, oh my god, it's William Afton again, and oh no, he's killed more kids! I didn't put a slide in here for it for some reason, but he did that. So, Jeremy Fitzgerald gets hired to the location. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's him killing more kids. Okay. And now it's the night of 87, baby! So, the employee that gets bit by the bite is Jeremy from the paycheck a couple slides back. So, in the custom night for the game, night 7 or whatever, the 7th night of Five Nights at Freddy's, go figure. Michael Afton gets hired on to investigate in Five Nights at Freddy's under an alias, Fritz Smith. And the location closes because of fucking course it would. So, William also harvests the parts for the Funtime animatronics later on. For FNAF 1, Springtrap animatronics are relocated to the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location. Michael investigates that location, gets hired as the night guard like he did in FNAF 2. William dismantles the original animatronics for use in his Funtime experiments. He also makes the scooper, which can inject a thing called Remnant. Remnant is spirit metal. So basically, when a kid dies inside of an animatronic robot suit, the animatronic robot suit becomes a material called Remnant, which is like a special liquid metal thing that gives life to machines or something. I don't fucking know. But oh my god, because he dismantled the robots, the spirits of the children are cornering William Afton. So he puts on the Springtrap suit to defend himself, and oh no, he got spring-trapped! Aw, man! Meanwhile, Henry's fucking back. He just kind of fucked off for the vast majority of this, but he's back. He closes the original location and seals William Afton inside. But Afton Robotics and Circus Babies are still operational. And so is the bunker. So Michael Afton waddles into William's secret bunker that he has because his sister's in there. Why he knows his sister is in there, I don't know. William probably told him. So, in order to escape from the bunker, Circus Baby and the other Funtime animatronics, they kill 2 technicians. And also become Ennard, who is a human-shaped animatronic, like mishmash of parts, and they wear Michael Afton as a skin suit using the scooper, which is what injects like that spirit metal. And he becomes Rick Astley! So he vomits up Ennard after a while because, as it turns out, skin rots. Who knew? But because Michael got hit with the scooper, he now has that remnant stuff inside of him, which means that he can now possess his own corpse. Five Nights at Freddy's 3! So, it has been 30 years since the original closing of the last Five Nights at Freddy... last Freddy Fazbear's Pizza location, so it's become basically an urban myth at this point. So, this is a, fan-made attraction, I guess, based off, the rumors of the original pizza place. Anyway, Michael is there, he's working as a night guard, trying to find his dad after what happened. And oh god, I wonder who that fucking corpse drought is. It's William Afton! And also the Phantom animatronics, they're here too. And also the puppet is telling Michael to set the place on fire. Michael sets the place on fire. Henry sees this and is like, oh, I have an idea. So, Priest Pizzeria Simulator, you got the fucking Avengers assembling. Circus Baby separates from Ennard. The rest of Ennard becomes Molten Freddy for some fucking reason. I still don't know why. Henry makes Lefty to capture his daughter, the puppet, because she's still waddling around. Springtrap just kind of sits there for a while. He's still William Afton. I don't know why I put that in. Henry makes a fake pizzeria to lure all the animatronics in, hires Michael as the night guard. But meanwhile, Circus Baby is implanting a data chip of hers into Lefty, who's the assistant guy of the pizza place. And the place burns down. There's a video linked in there. Oh, there it is. Okay. But yeah, he's got a really cool monologue. I just have it in there for posterity's sake. Whatever. So, finally, happiest day. The puppet lays the spirits of all the kids to rest. And finally, there is peace. Except not, because Cassidy, remember, Cassidy was in Golden Freddy's body, who was also the crying child, but the puppet didn't know that there were 2 kids inside Golden Freddy, so Cassidy was never laid to rest. So Cassidy continues tormenting, you guessed it, William Afton in Ultimate Custom Night as the vengeful spirit, quote-unquote. So after that, Henry tells Cassidy to, like, fuck off, I guess. And finally, everything ends. But no, it doesn't! Because now we're entering the steel wool area!
Oh my god.
So, how long has it fucking been, by the way? I don't want to go
I don't know.
Alright. So, we still got that data chip from Baby! And Fazbear Entertainment is making fucking video games! That's Scott Cawthon, by the way!
Oh my god!
So, yeah, they're using the data chips as part of development for games to, like, speed up the process or something. It's probably a cover-up, who knows? That was Baby's data chip with William Afton's data on it! So now, they're making a game called the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience, and that chip that was implanted in it has materialized in the form of Glitchtrap, who's like Springtrap, but he's Glitch. So one of the testers for the game, Tape Girl, she finds Glitchtrap and she links him to her tapes that she's been recording about development throughout the game, and then she scatters all the tapes throughout the game. But the latest tester of the game, Vanessa, I forgot about that. Yeah, there we go. Latest tester of the game, Vanessa, she reassembles all the tapes and puts Glitchtrap back together. Damn it! So now Glitchtrap is possessing Vanessa, and she becomes Vanny. Vanny does stuff with data packets or something. Holy fuck, it's Markiplier! So now, the Mega Pizzaplex begins development above the FNAF 6 location as a literal fucking cover-up. And also, a character... Yes, okay. This is Cassie, by the way, without, like, all the hat and mustache and whatnot. Her dad is working on development. We don't have an official image of him, so this is gonna have to do. Meanwhile, the Endos are being trained to operate throughout the Pizzaplex, so, like, through AI and shit. So, the original roster of the Pizzaplex is, like, the original 4, Sun and Moon, DJ Music Man, but... Captain Foxy transitions to Roxanne Wolf. I will not be elaborating! So, because of the existence of an animatronic that's, like, well-received outside the core 4, Fazbear Entertainment also gives the go-ahead to make Montgomery Gator, who's the best character in Security Breach. And also, stupid shit is made during this time. That's, that is... I forgot the name of that one, actually. I think it's called The Entity. I don't fucking... Anyway, that's a mask connected to, like, a virtual reality network, and that is the Mimic, who was introduced in the books. Still don't have a lot of information on it, but it's like a dangerous endoskeleton, whatever. So Glitchtrap's infested the Pizzaplex. Cassidy has inhabited most of the arcade cabinets. Fucking... what was her name? Puppet Girl has infested also the Pizzaplex. Baby is probably fucking somewhere, I don't know, we still don't have fucking idea where she is. Oh. And also, there's like a big fuck-off thing made of all the other animatronics called the Tangle. I don't know why it's here. So, because Glitchtrap is infected the Pizzaplex, the Mimic puts on William Afton's charred corpse, because of fucking course it would, and becomes Burn Trap, or as I like to call him, Old Man Willie. So, Vanessa gets hired as a security guard at the Mega Pizzaplex. Cassie meets Gregory. These two will become relevant later. Vanessa starts messing with the Endos AIs and causes them to do fucky shit. The daycare attendant gets reassigned from the theater to the kids' play place. And in order to keep all the lights on, because Moon is dangerous, they put fucking generators in the kids' play places for some reason. I don't know why, they just do. And also, all the animatronics, except Freddy and Bonnie for some reason, just get, like, personality defects. But, like, maybe it's because Freddy and Bonnie were gay. Who knows? Like, they are gay, for the record. I didn't have a slide in it. Also, Monty fucking kills Bonnie. So, Gregory also has his little hidey hole in the Pizzaplex for some reason. We still don't know why. I don't know why that's... Oh, right. Cassie's dad is stuck in the FNAF 6 pizzeria under the restaurant because of the Mimic or something. I don't fucking... Finally, security breach. Gregory, you need to vent. So... Yeah, Gregory climbs inside Freddy's hold. Yeah, I know. So, yeah, he goes throughout the Pizzaplex trying to find a way to get out. He also destroys most of the animatronics. He just fucks their shit up, and then he just plays an arcade game, and like very coincidentally, that freed the fucking Vanessa because it was connected to the network or whatever. I don't fucking know. So now the Mimic, because Glitchtrap is no longer infecting the Pizzaplex, the Mimic is now wearing an older costume. FNAF 11, Help Wanted. This is before FNAF 10's DLC. So Vanessa's dad, this is what he actually looks like. I just made that shit up about not knowing what he looks like because we didn't know at the time. So yeah, he's going through like playtest. Oh, there he is. Okay. So yeah, he's going through playtesting a bunch of games. We know it takes place before the DLC because something Roxy. And oh no, he puts Glitchtrap back together, but he's not at full power. So yeah, Cassie's dad, he gets killed and gets stuffed into the mask bot. Remember this, it'll become important later.
Jesus.
So yeah, Vanessa meets up with Gregory again. She's like, alright, I want to destroy Glitchtrap for good. And Gregory's like, alright, bet, I'll show you how to do that. And then he fucking infects her with Glitchtrap again because he's a little shit. So, and also Freddy is still here, and Tangle is still here, and the Mimic is still here, and now Cassie's here. So, the Tangle burrows its way out of the Pizzaplex. Where it's going, I don't know, but it's gone. Cassie goes throughout like the ruined Pizzaplex. She encounters Maskbot, who gives her the Vanny mask that Cassie's dad was wearing. That's why it was important. So she goes through the Pizzaplex. She meets Roxy, who's her favorite character. I suspect the reason why Roxy was received so well was because of Cassie. So Cassie fucking kills Roxy because she's like a security note or something. And I'm Mimic! So yeah, Cassie, with the guidance of Gregory, tries to escape from the Mimic, and also Roxy is helping. And then Gregory, being the little shit he is, traps her in an elevator and sends the elevator all the way down to the bottom of the Pizzaplex. Or Cassie fucking kills the Mimic by using the scooper from the sister location for some reason. Or Cassie succumbs to like the inner depths of her mind by putting on the Vanny mask or something, I don't know. That's the end!
Break it down.
I don't think that was 10 minutes, but...
That's okay.
Question, go.
Where does the movie fall in all of this?
Yeah.
The movie is non-canon, but...
Oh!
The,
It's a different timeline.
Yeah, I think all the events leading up to the movie are pre-1985 are relatively the same. The movie itself takes place in 2003.
I see.
As far as I'm concerned, I just watched a MatPat video.
No, that was like literally 50 MatPat videos condensed into
Okay,
like
intermission.
minutes.
Yeah. Intermission.
All right,
Where?
intermission.
We're gonna take a 10-minute break and come back.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
How come the last 4 games managed to double the entire lore of the whole series?
So, the first 4 games were all made within the span of about 2 years. Because the latest 4 games are made by like an actual studio and not one guy, the development time takes longer, and therefore there's more.
Oh, you got it. Thank you.
How are we doing?
What the fuck is Five Nights at Freddy's?
You listen to my
Who made this?
Who made this? I made this!
Who made the
No,
presentation? Claire.
Scott Pilgrim.
Scott!
It was the funny guy with the glasses from the one slide, remember?
We'll reconvene at 9:40.
9:40.
He retired from YouTube.
12 minutes.
12.
Oh, damn.
Mark did not retire.
Oh, wait, no, that's MatPat. Yeah, I think he actually started talking about
You don't understand my confusion.
Look at you! 9! Let's go!
Before presentations. Probably, yeah.
Let's go!
I'm like, wow. I have 5 slides.
Oh, yes, everybody's going upstairs.
Bye, Jam.
I'm getting burger.
Bye, Jam.
I'm gonna go get another slice of pizza and peel all the cheese off.
Hell yeah.
What the heck?
It's gonna carry this with me, I guess.
These are your people, Ben. This is not. This is. False.
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 Lulu was asking.
Okay, I can work on that.
Okay, how you feeling? How you doing? Existing?
Oh my god, Assassination Classroom! It's glowing! Let's go!
Dude, that series made me cry. I was crying.
Wait,
so
it glows in the black
Look
light?
at it!
Cool.
It's adorable.
So
Same with the
sad.
cat ears.
So sad.
It's so good when you go cry.
Ow. Huh?
Wife.
Oh, husband.
I'll play with my ice cubes.
They're
Yeah,
not
can
really
you
ice
exchange
cubes.
mine? I want a frozen one.
Is water still in that?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, it's not really water, but it's like,
What is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
Something.
Is it edible, you think?
I wouldn't try to.
doing
The bean bag puts you to sleep, I know.
I love this thing.
Well, that's why you eat. That's why you eat frosting first.
Yeah, so like there's no way to eat it properly without it because the frosting doesn't get all over it.
There's one downstairs.
We've noticed that the word has been making its way into our workplace conversation. While we know it might be unintentional, no, these seem like good words. Handwritten.
Yeah, these were no, they weren't actually.
Well, ChatGPT.
Partially.
Have you seen ChatGPT 4? It's great now. Oh.
They have they have voices actually, I think.
That and all these should be a paper. But it does have
Oh, is this the other bathroom? Yes. I'm assuming you just take it. Oh,
Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, it's power of observation. Stunning.
Alright, move this squishmallow. I need back support. I was hunched over like a fucking gremlin the entire time. My back hurts.
Are you gonna on the floor with me? My butt hurts from sitting on the floor. I'll walk your wall.
Whoa. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Okay. I'm Ow!
Poked nerd. I'll take it.
Move it.
I will. Dr. Pepper. Oh, there's my mix. Let's go.
These are Emma's carpets.
Yeah, they're not mine. Holy fuck, it's Markiplier. Oh, we can still make a couch.
Okay, we're gonna delay it 5 more minutes because Kenny is still making burgers. I just want to let you guys know. Alright. If you need more alcohol, I got you though.
Thanks.
Now we're not talking to you. I was talking to Tracy.
Die.
Hold it. You first, buddy.
Okay. I'm older, so I probably will. Oh my god.
Do you want some cheese and crackers?
I'm good, thanks.
Tricorn one.
Lucas says I'm 1 moment away from shaving my whole head.
What?
Oh no. I almost spilled. That would have been unfortunate.
Did I hear my name?
I didn't hear.
I heard Wiley is sometimes a little bit of a storyteller.
Mm. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, me too.
Shake my head. Your hands are so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your hands are really cold.
I'm just holding this.
Yeah, that's really cold.
It's just in the fridge.
Yeah. I wonder it's really cold.
You put your hands in the fridge?
Yeah.
Wow.
How else am I such a cool guy?
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm glad I'm getting more dog videos now.
The Instagram was listening to you.
I'm good. I like dogs more.
I know.
Oh yeah, I never showed you this. It's Beef playing with shoelace.
Aww.
She really likes shoelaces for some reason.
Yeah, she likes like string and stuff.
Yeah.
But she used to have like a what's it called? You know, like the string that has like the feather at the end or something.
Oh, that.
It had like a bunch of ribbons at the end.
Oh.
And she like pulled them off and then started eating them, and I had to like pull one out of her throat. And I was just like, yeah, no more.
Oh.
Yeah, but she loves them, but I cannot trust her with them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hide you.
I'm good, thanks.
Would you hide?
I'm good. I haven't been high in like a year and a half, so.
That was good.
You snooze, you lose, Lilu.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's why I'm taking the couch.
Snoozing.
Yeah. Let Ben sleep.
No.
Let my mans get some
You can
Z's.
sit in my chair and lean it back.
Oh no, my spot got taken. This is so sad.
You snooze, you lose.
Why did I have to snooze so hard?
Yeah. Honk
Is this your phone?
Oh, that's my neck.
Oh, your phone?
I mean, there's also like space on the couch. So.
Hi. And I can sit closer to Wiley, but I have.
I'm Jacob.
Why is my computer on? Did you say my name?
Yeah. No, it's. She's talking about you. She's saying scoot closer to Wiley. So.
Me scoot?
I'm Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to come over here?
Oh.
And all the drawings on all of them, 10 out of 10. You know the one with the UFO holding up his hands covered in blood? You know, roommate.
There's been some killer presentations.
Especially William Afton.
Yeah. She William on my after. Oh, thank God these are screw-offs.
She hauling on my car until I rail.
Really?
Shut up.
Bummer.
Would you?
That was. I think that was the most autistic thing I've seen you do, Tracy.
I did not see that coming. The mask comes off when you're drunk.
Holy shit! That was like I'm seeing a new like side of Tracy right now.
I didn't know it was you for a minute though.
I was so caught off guard.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, I'm here for it. Are people heading downstairs?
Kinda, sorta.
Slowly.
Yeah, open up the stairs.
Fuck, man.
Wait,
Well, they're about to get out.
Guys, come downstairs!
So loud.
I got napkins.
A few.
Hi.
Just in case. Alright.
Wait.
I'm gonna get yours queued up.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Paul. Bitch ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hi, James. Hi. You wanna sit with them?
Alright.
But those were changed with taken. There's a chrome on it.
Oh fuck, yours is downloaded, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it is.
crucial.
I sent it to myself.
Be a forward. I remember.
Yeah.
If you beat him out, yep. Tracy presentation. Tracy presentation 1 and Tracy presentation 2.
I heard Tracy pregnant.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wiley!
We need to get your
No!
I'm Jacob. Haven't you read my name tag?
Fuck you!
Yo! Face!
With a Z.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Ants.
Not ants.
And you don't like ants?
Ants is great.
I can never watch this movie all the way through.
So,
I've never seen this movie.
I haven't rehearsed any of this, so hopefully it goes well. I'm going. Wait, I don't have the mouse. Here it is.
Right there.
Okay.
Are we waiting for the rest of the people? No, we're just gonna start.
Okay.
Yeah, most of everybody.
So today I'm gonna talk about Ants 1988. Originally, my idea for this was a presentation that was going to be called "I Become Hateful and Toxic for 15 Minutes," but that was too many slides. As I've learned while I was doing my final portfolio assignment, I am actually a very hateful person, and so but it was too many slides, so I decided not to do it. Unfortunate that none of you will get to see the "Would this TF2 character call me a slur" spectrum chart that I made, but perhaps for another time. I decided to do movie reviews, but I did not get to this one, which was. This is actually a really good movie, I think, based on this one scene, because this is honestly one of the most dramatic and beautiful death scenes I've ever seen in a children's movie. What the fuck? But I actually did not manage to get to this one because I ran out of time. I procrastinated this a little bit. I procrastinated this a little bit too long. I'm sorry.
Is that Alpha and Omega?
No, it's not Alpha and Omega. You get ants. You get ants. That's all you get. Unfortunately, the insert photo of that time a bunch of ants raided my bathroom sink. But I did it because I know some people don't like bugs here. But just imagine the ants. Also, trigger warning: incest. I will be talking. I'm going to be mentioning this in a little bit. You'll see why. So what is Ants? Ants is a movie. It was DreamWorks' first animated feature film. It received good reviews from critics and moderate reviews from audiences. Some of that is deserved, some of it is not really. It also often gets compared to Bug's Life because they're both movies about ants, and they were released during the same year, about like a month apart from each other. They were made when Disney and DreamWorks were having like huge beef with each other, and you know, a lot of people like to compare these two. But personally, if you ask me, I picked Bug's Life solely for the reason that it does not have Woody Allen in it. So, by the way, this is where I'm going to be talking about the incest. So one of the first things that my mother ever told me about Woody Allen was that he groomed and married his stepdaughter, which is a real thing, by the way. You can look it up, although I'm not sure why you would want to. When I saw this movie as a child on TV, and I remember this because it was a core memory of mine. Like, I specifically remember the moment where I hated this fucking movie was when I saw his name pop up on the screen. I was not happy about it. But then I decided to keep watching it anyway, because I was 7 years old, and kids just kind of watch anything, really. I actually forgot what slide comes after this one. Oh. Oh, wait, no, okay. You know what, look, I thought I used to like ants. Like the animal, not the movie. But, you know, I like Bug's Life. You know, I actually like Ant Bully too. I like the Nicolas Cage wizard ant with the fucking cone head, you know, like maybe I was trying to keep my hopes up, right? And I mean, sure, these ants were a little bit uglier than the other ones, but I was trying to be positive about it, right? And you know, in hindsight, I think Ants is just not a really great movie for a little kid to watch. On top of the color palette just being kind of grimy compared to Bug's Life, because it's not as colorful. It's very like kind of dingy and dark. There's also a lot of very bleak moments in this film, like his friend just gets decapitated. And also they meet this wasp couple, but then the wife fucking dies, and he actually, like, I think he becomes an alcoholic after that. But, it's just kind of a bummer all around. But believe it or not, I'm not 7 years old anymore. But I know how to analyze themes, and I'm media literate. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give this a second chance. Maybe it's gonna be good. So I decided to watch this movie last night with Matt, and it was at that point, after I finished it, that I realized that I should probably change this title from Anne's 1998 to I fucking hate Woody Allen. Because every single problem I have with this movie has something to do with Woody Allen and his character. Is that going? Okay, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna review the movie. So what happens in this movie? First, Z, the main character, Ant, played by Woody Allen, he goes to the therapist, and in this first couple of minutes, we learn that he has anxiety, mommy issues, abandonment issues. He's fatherless. He hates his job, and he has an inferiority complex in that order. And he tells the therapist, I feel very insignificant. And he says, yeah, you're right, but it's a good thing that you feel insignificant. And then we get to this, like, establishing shot of, like, the ant colony. And I actually really like the environment art in this movie when they're doing the ant colony, at least. I think it's, like, very well thought out, but, mostly just when they're indoors, because as soon as they get outside, it looks like Windows XP screensaver. But yeah, that's one of the things I like about the movie. Another thing I like about it is the environmental world building. When they pan to different parts of the ant colony, you can see the the propaganda posters that are hung up around this place, and you can tell that this society really cares about hard work. So much so that they will, make you work in the mines as soon as you're born, pretty much. But then we also get to this is the main theme of the movie, which is individualism versus community. Which one is better? And we get introduced to these characters. There's Azteca. I misgendered the ant. She's Z's friend. She likes working. Because she's like, you know what, it's good for the community. It's not about you, it's about us. And then there's Weaver. He's played by Sylvester Stallone.
He looks like Sylvester.
He's like this meathead soldier, and he looks kind of. Oh, whoops. Oh,
left click. Oh, all right. Okay. Left click again.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. No, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. He looks kind of funky, but he is, like, actually a pretty nice guy, and he's, I think, also Z's brother, I think. And there's Princess Bala, she's the love interest, and she doesn't like her life in the palace, and then there's General Mandible, and he's the antagonist, and he's engaged to the princess at the start of the movie, but she doesn't really like him, because he's a workaholic, and he also convinces the queen to let them go to war with the termites, even though they don't really need to. He's a warmonger. So, basic summary. Z hears this drunk soldier and ranting about a paradise called the Insectopia. There he is. He's right there. And he trades place with Weaver, but then he sees the horrors of war when both the enemy and his comrades are wiped out. Part of the general's plan was to have them all killed, but Z is the only one that comes back alive, so he's treated like he's a war hero. And eventually Z and Bala go off to find Insectopia, and they do. It's a trash can. The general wants the princess back, so he tortures Weaver and Azteca so they tell him where they are. Bala is kidnapped by one of the guards and then taken back to the ant colony. Z goes back to rescue her and accidentally uncovers the general's plot to genocide all the ants so he can start anew. Z tries to tell the ants not to dig because the plan was, like, they seal off all the exits in this, like, big chamber that they have, and then, like, all the worker ants are digging over here. They don't know that they're about to flood the place, but they're digging because they're following orders, and they don't listen to him when he tries to warn them, so then the anthill gets flooded. But then they manage to build a tower, and they climb their way out. And, you know, it's a happy ending. Community and individualism are both important. You get to, you know, you gotta think for yourself and not blindly follow orders, but sometimes you gotta work together, because otherwise the ants probably would have died if they had not worked together. You know, good movie is what I would have said if Woody Allen weren't in the fucking film. Because there's like a romance subplot between him and Bala, and after the first act, he literally just becomes fucking insufferable to watch. Like, I was watching this with Matt, and we literally had to, like, pause multiple times because of how cringe he was. He just goes full incel. The first time he meets her, they're at a bar that's meant for worker ants, and she's not allowed to go there, but she's bored with her palace life, you know? So this is kind of like a Jasmine Aladdin situation, but if Aladdin were an incel. And, yeah. So then...
Hold on. Oops, fucked up.
Oh! But yeah, so Z is sitting alone in the bar, right? And he's just like, man, I look at all these normie sheeple. Why would I, you know, why would a red-pilled individual like me want to ever dance at the club when I could stay at home and study the blade? But then Bala comes over and she asks him to dance, and he's like, oh yeah, sure. And, you know, like, he can't find Bala afterwards. He waits for her at the bar, but she never shows up again. So then he hears somebody say, oh yeah, the queen and the princess are going to be giving a speech to all the soldier ants. So he switches places with his brother just so he can, like, see this girl again. He enlists in the army because he's a simp. And, you know, there's a scene where he's like all the soldiers are marching past him, and he's like, hey, it's me, remember that night when we were dancing together? And she doesn't even notice him, because he's, like, there's so many of them, right? And she waves back, but she doesn't wave back to him, she waves back to, like, everybody, because the queen told her to, but he took that as a sign. He's like, oh my god, she sees me! But then, you know, but then they tell him that he actually has to go to war, and he's like, what? I have to go to war? I have to go to war in the army? I thought this was really stupid. You know, why would you enlist in the army just for a girl? But then I realized that U.S. Army is actually doing this in real life, and it's working. So, you know, life imitates art in strange and magnificent ways. There's like that one time, let me think. Okay. He fell down a hole. He fell down a hole during battle, and that's the only reason that he survived. Everybody else died, okay? He fell down a hole, and one of the termites trapped him under it when, like, it got stabbed. So when he came out, everybody was dead, including the friend that he made in the army. He got decapitated, and I was watching this, and I was like, man, this must be... How long is it going on, by the way?
I have no idea. I'm not timing any of these.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay, and I was like, man, he must have, like, such survivor's guilt and so much PTSD after this, you know? But then, like, he comes back and they're like, hey, you're a war hero now. You get to meet the princess, and that just, it immediately goes away. You know, like, why, he goes over to her and he, like, growls at her, and she's, like, visibly uncomfortable. And what's the next slide? And then he ends up actually kidnapping her, like, kind of by accident, because she's like, hey, wait, this is the worker ant that I met at the bar, like, a couple days ago, and, you know, they're not allowed to do that. Worker ants aren't allowed to be soldier ants, so he, like, kidnaps her, and then, you know, they fall down a garbage chute. And then he says this line, like, what are you gonna do, throw away everything we've got, even though they literally danced with each other, like, one time. And there's also this other line that he says, which I'm convinced that Woody Allen wrote this himself. I was going to let you be part of my erotic fantasies, but just get it. It is in the movie. Okay, PG because of casual swearing, and so this is what I mean when I said at the beginning that this movie isn't really for kids. But yeah, he said that, and you cannot convince me that Woody Allen did not write this himself. I don't care what the sources say. He wrote this himself. He put it in there. Yeah, Woody Allen apparently doesn't like Z because it reminds him too much of himself, which is a great sign, by the way. You know, and look, okay, that's like, this is, like, okay, I think you can write a story where, like, a guy is a shithead, but he falls in love with a girl and they get together at the end, but, like, they did not give enough time for Z to develop. He, you know, up to this point where he's, like, inviting her into the boat to go to Insectopia, he's like, do you trust me? And then she trusts him, and I'm just like, why, though? You know, like, he hasn't, given any,
Oh! I'm so sorry. Why is this happening, man? Give me a second. You want to give it? Let it cook. Let it cook. Let it cook. I want to know the answer.
You can't see that part. Hang on. Spoiler. It's here. Yeah, and okay. Back to what I was saying.
Let's go start from again. How do you start from slide?
Go to slideshow.
Go to the slideshow and
start
from
current.
current
Thank
slide.
you. Oh my god, thank you. I'm so sorry.
And I was like, why though? Like, why do you trust him? He hasn't given any reason for you to trust him by this point. He has, like, a character arc where he becomes less selfish, but it doesn't feel believable. He just kind of, like, becomes that all of a sudden, I guess. I think the best couple in this movie is actually Azteca and Weaver, because they get together. The only complaint that I have about them is when they first meet, Weaver is, like, checking her out, but he, like, looks down at her feet. And this is, like, apparently such a prominent scene that when I tried to look up Aunt Azteca, like, as in the character on YouTube, the first result was feet. I did not click on that. I don't really want to know what will show up. Also, by the way, epic win to Bugs Life because their characters don't have toes. Anyway, join me next time when I discuss how DreamWorks and stole the societal structure from fascist Italy. Everybody.
So sorry for the technical difficulties.
Tracy, is there a scene where they get like stepped on by a giant foot, or is that a different?
No,
movie?
that is the same.
Okay, I thought I remembered
wait,
watching that
Tracy,
when I was younger.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's the wolf movie called?
It's believe it or not, it's called Boonie Bear's Blast to the Past.
Hold on, I gotta pull up the fucking screenshot. It's completely real. I went and I found it. Alright,
Yeah, you will.
Can I have you guys look away for like 10 seconds while I look this up? Why did say that?
Oh, I see.
Look away! Keep looking away! Keep looking away! Show the stuff. Alright, we're good. Audrey and Miley, show it to them. Miley. That's the same movie that scene was from. Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Let's go! Woo! So I have a really serious confession. I have a very serious confession. And this is something I'm not very proud of, but I'm just gonna get right into it. Go on. I'm a slut for romance. Dating shows. I watch them. Couple goal pins on Pinterest. I've done my scrolling. Romance novels. Remember when we were in book club and I specifically recommended to read a spicy romance novel? And then you didn't finish it? And then I didn't read it? Dating games. We know. Wedding TikToks. I had a phase sophomore year where I stayed up until 4 a.m. scrolling through wedding TikToks, planning my dream wedding for hours.
I love this for you.
Zelda X Link fanfictions. I have read 2 fanfictions in my life. One of them was when I was 11 years old. It was a BTS Jimin X Reader Mafia 40 installments on Tumblr. And I ate that shit up. The second one was last year when I read a Zelda X Link Breath of the Wild themed fanfiction. Shit went hard. Anyways, listen, it's a way of life. And my other admission is not only am I a slut, I'm also a consumer. And this is a really, really, really big problem. It is a very, very hard way to live. But the one bright side, I'm not only a slut, I'm not only a consumer, I'm also an artist.
Oh, no.
This gives me many capabilities in life. This means I can take my imagination, bring it to the real life. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Positive Catitude. That's right, I have turned you all into dating game archetypes. Let's begin with the person who's not here.
Okay.
With the character sheets.
Yeah!
Ian has a collection of used napkins with startup ideas sketched on them. He goes into pubs and bars and finds the youngest, tallest white guy that looks like he has a trust fund. He says, hey, have you ever heard of this game where there's a cat and there's a robot and it's 2 players and it's like an asymmetric game type? It's really unique. I think you should invest in it.
He has a gun.
An interesting thing about his pathfinding is that he doesn't have any. He can actually only be romanced if you break into his window at night. And you have to specifically talk to him to get him to stop playing Tarkov. What's interesting is that he has a normal dialogue until level 7. He unlocks the sassy twang. He only speaks in this like sassy, hey guys, how's it going? Like it's crazy. Anyways, let's move on to his likes and dislikes. He likes guns. He likes drawing. He likes working hard, and he likes Tennessee because that's where he's from.
Yeah.
That's where he doesn't like. He doesn't like being told he looks like Steve Jobs. He doesn't like sleeping, and he doesn't like drawing.
So real.
So true. Next up. This is Grant. Grant has a lot of really interesting mechanics. He will remain idle in one spot until you talk to him, and then he just follows you around for the rest of the day. You can't get rid of him. He will talk to you about everything. Another thing is that he has an infinite inventory. If you give him anything, he'll just keep it forever. You'll see, like, on his little avatar, like, it's just there. Also, if you mention Honkai Star Rail in front of him, he gets a +1 mood buff, as you've seen evidence from earlier. As for what he likes and dislikes, he really likes spicy peppers. And a little interesting Easter egg in the Positive Catitude dating game is that you give him enough spicy items, you unlock a new avatar. He really likes thinking, he really likes a good girly pop jam, and he really likes yapping. As for what he doesn't like authority figures, and he also doesn't like DigiPen Institute of Technology. Next up. This is Emma. It's interesting. She's only romanceable if the player is a woman or is dorky. Oh, Mark, give me both those. If you were soft, it's over. What's interesting is this little subplot. She might be your mom. I don't know. She's like really strong, and she gives good advice, and she's really sweet, and so you're like really confused for a bit. But it's offset by this, where if you don't talk to her at least twice a day, she'll die because she's malnutrition. Unless you ask her to. As for what she likes and doesn't like, she likes anime. She likes looking fabulous. She likes making noises that make her sound like a bee. And she really likes making friends. She doesn't like when a joke goes on for way too long. And they just keep bringing it up over and over again. It just gets less funny every single time.
One step at a time, Emma.
She really doesn't like the 2 seconds when you offer a hug to someone and you don't know if they're going to accept it or not. And it's like really scary because you don't know if they want to hug you, but you really want to hug them. And it's like really uncomfortable. And finally, she doesn't like spicy food. That's a picture of ranch because here's the last one I had for folks tonight. This is Zeke. We don't really know much about him, but like, he'll probably kill you. He likes Montana. He likes his lover Cameron. He likes being mysterious. He likes himself, and he also likes this picture of himself. That's what he doesn't like being normal. Now, it's not over for us yet. All right, there's much to cover still in the dating game. The problem is if I use too many of these avatars, right, it wouldn't fall under fair use. So I came up with a little ingenious solution. I used an AI generator to turn these avatars into real life images. So I've used it for everybody else. And I'd like to introduce you to my friends in a romance tier list. Oh my god. Now I'd like you to know that this is not based on how attracted I am to you, because if that were the case, you'd all be an F. This is just if you were a fake person in a dating game, how compatible I think I'd be with your arc. Can I get a drum roll, please? All right. In F, we have Wiley, Zeke, and Isaiah. Now, this is either because I have some familial relationship to you, like you feel like my brother or like my dad or something, or you've given me the ick. I will not tell you which one it is. In D tier, Audrey was supposed to be in F tier, but she was really pretty in this picture, so I moved her up. In D tier, we have Audrey, Preston, and Ben. I just don't know you motherfuckers. I feel like I don't know you guys that well. Like, I don't know. I couldn't put you higher, because who the fuck are you, you know? In C tier, we have, these guys are pretty cool, they're interesting, they don't got much to offer me, though. And in that Starbucks, I got nothing! This is Ian, Cameron, Alex, and Lilu. Now, in the B tier, we have the cutie patooties, alright? I just want to... Okay? That belongs to Jem, Mark, and Gavin. In the A tier, not only are these people cutie patooties, they also offer me something. May it be drinks, food, great conversation, good advice. That belongs to Anna, Grant, Gavin, and Emma. In the S tier, not only is Nick a cutie patootie, not only does she offer me something good in life, she also makes really good soup. So S tier goes to Nick. In the double S tier, my rider dies. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go! And finally, in the Kenny tier. Who's Kenny? Oh, sorry, I'm just doing a launch really quick. Thank you. Yeah.
Now I'm sad. Why am I in C? This is
exactly the ego boost I needed. Holy shit! I'm fucking so S. I'm winning.
I'm not literally shut up. I'll move you down right now.
No, you love me.
Dumbass. Anyways.
F tier, baby.
Let's go.
Look, anti-spoiler wall.
That's so smart. Alright. Here you go. I hope it doesn't break this time.
Me too. That would be really nice.
That would be nice, huh?
Okay. Hello, welcome to my TED Talk. Today I'm going to be talking about a very important subject that's near and dear to my heart. Why is it so funny when cartoon characters have guns? So, just for a little context, these are funny. These are really funny. Unfortunately, this is not the type of thing I'm talking about. I am specifically talking about canon events whenever a character canonically wields a gun in their own media. Another thing I'm not talking about is when the guns are specifically revolving around slapstick comedy. We've all seen Bugs Bunny wield a gun, and we've all seen Tom and Jerry have a gun. The joke there is the fact that they're causing violence and not the fact that they're holding guns. So, a little bit of backstory on the lore of guns. This is one of the oldest examples of guns I could find in media with a cartoon character. This is not funny. Like, it's funny from like a very distant perspective, but this animation wasn't made to be funny, mainly because it's war propaganda. No one likes that. It's garbage. No one wants to see that. It's all over like Disney and crap. And it's also racist. So garbage, bad. So I'm going to be talking about a few categories of why I think guns are funny. First, the art style juxtaposition. This is seen in this example here. We have Kirby in the Forgotten Land. He gets a little power-up that lets him have a little gun. Kind of funny. He's wielding a gun. Kind of funny. But the fact that it's so cartoony and meshes so well with the style, not as funny as it could be. This is Kirby's Joker power-up from Super Smash Bros. Look at how small his little gun is. You can't see that. I had to find an image of it transparent so you could actually see the gun. What the hell is he doing with that gun? Hilarious. Okay, next example. Oh, no. This is Raven. You might already see where this is going. He used to be the flagship for, what's the company? You know the company. Ubisoft, yeah. This is a few examples of him wielding guns in a few different games. Kind of funny, but the humor is more derived from toilet jokes rather than the fact that he's wielding a gun. Now, in this example, as you can see, after the he's wielding 2 Tommy guns and shooting down an entire console of people. Hilarious. What the hell is he doing here? No one knows. Why is he wielding guns? Who knows? This is hilarious. Okay, my next category, the unexpected. This is seen. This little girl just comes out of nowhere and aims a gun at Usagi's head. Feels like a fever dream watching this. This is the remake of the show in higher definition with higher quality of the gun. Even funnier. Now it's shooting directly at you. And just a little bit of a treat. This is some of the original concept art made by the artists, where their idea was to have this sparkly, cutesy art style, but all the characters are wielding actual guns. I would have watched the heck out of this show. Oh my god. So funny. So, next category, the tonal disconnect. These are things like when the theme of the media does not match the fact that they're wielding guns. So, here is a quick clip from Sonic the Hedgehog, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a YouTube video, so it's gonna like...
Oh my god, it's gonna work!
Oh my god, it's working. So, this is a little context. The Sonic Says segments are basically, at the end, they're just like trying to push a moral onto your kids, and usually they're really adult. Like, if you've seen that clip of Sonic going, if an adult ever touches you and it feels inappropriate, then that's no good. So this one's about gun safety. It's quick, 30 seconds, but it's very important for context.
Let's click it again. Scroll further.
It wasn't actually full
Is it-
screen.
No,
when you
that
full
time.
screen, you can still scroll down. It's weird.
Yeah. Okay, now click. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Look at that. You can play it.
Ignore the lag.
You missed me. Nice shooting, Sonic. Cartoon characters never really get hurt by guns, but real people do. So never play with a real gun, even if you think it's not loaded. I don't want any of my pals getting hurt by a deadly weapon that's not a toy.
I can do it for you.
Thank you.
How do I go back to full screen? I'm gonna guess.
F11.
F11!
Nothing happened.
Come on! Please! Please, 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 Oh, this is so bad.
Huh?
Yeah. We're still going. Alright. I guess that's I don't know what I did, but.
Let's not click on the video again.
Perfect.
Okay. So, as we heard Sonic just say, cartoon characters never die from guns. That has never ever happened in media. Only real guns do that. Wait, what is Maria doing here? Wait, what is she? Wait, Maria, no! Maria, no, God! Oh my, she's such an integral part of Shadow's backstory. There's so many images of her dying. Oh.
Maria.
So, anyways, have you guys heard of Shadow the Hedgehog?
I grew up on this.
He does wield a gun. He wields multiple guns, actually. This is a bunch of promo art and cutscene stuff from him. He does kind of look kind of cool, which does bring the funniness factor down a little bit. But if you've ever seen the in-game Shadow the Hedgehog, his guns are so big, he is so small. His running animation goes like this, so the guns are flying all over the place. He's so tiny. So yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog. And for a little context, these are meant to be the same gun. So like it's so big over there. So yeah. Now, my next category, the implications. This is when you think about it a little bit more. The more you think about it, the funnier it gets. This is real stock art of Waluigi holding a gun. This is from the London 2012 Olympic Games.
Holy shit.
This is real. Now, unfortunately, in game, the window for actually viewing your character holding a gun is like really small in the bottom right corner. Not as funny as it could be, also brought down by the fact that the gun is really cartoony. On the other hand, if you go back a little behind a little bit to the original Mario and Sonic Olympic Games, they look so stupid. Their models are so poor quality, the lighting is so bad, it just gives them an aura of threatening. Combined with the fact that the gun is so big. Like, look at this picture of Peach. She is coming to get you.
No, she's
She knows what she wants to do, and she's here to do it, and it's probably going to be killing you. Now, here's a little funny image of Sonic really threateningly holding his gun, and oh my god, he's coming, oh my god, he's coming, oh no! So, yeah.
Amazing.
Now, if you heard of a little game called Pal World, also a great example of cutesy little characters wielding photorealistic guns. You can see a lot of it. It's like Pal World, if you've probably heard about it, but it's basically Pokemon if they allowed you to do weaponry, slavery, and sweatshops. So everything that Pokemon would never do, they have that clearly drawn in the line, family-friendly, kids-only type of vibe to them. But let me introduce you to the Pokemon TV show. There are multiple episodes where multiple characters wield multiple types of guns. Note here where James is threatening someone with a handgun. Now, obviously, a lot of these episodes have been banned for some reason. But, yeah. So, yeah. And that's pretty neat. Now, we're going on to the final category that's one of my favorites. The who idea was this? These are games that are just like so mind-boggling, kind of stupid that you don't know why it exists and why they're as funny and as good as they are. In this category, I'm going to be specifically talking about the Mario and Rabbids franchise. It's just a tiny little franchise that exists for some reason when Ubisoft and Nintendo got together and like, fuck it, let's make this game. As you can see here, multiple characters are wielding multiple different types of guns. In the Kingdom Battle one, this is the first one in the series, not as funny, mainly because they're shooting cartoony-looking laser cannons. Like, could be funnier. But in the Sparks of Hope game specifically, they're wielding a wide variety of a bit more realistic weaponry that just makes it 10 times funnier. Now, just a little bit of context on this game. It's a turn-based strategy game and takes place in more of the Mario Galaxy region of the lore rather than just the Mushroom Kingdom. We have here 9 playable characters all with unique gameplay involved. And we see here 3 of the characters. I took out 2 because I would consider them more spoilers, but yeah, so you see here, Mario is wielding handguns for some reason. Peach has an umbrella-mounted shotgun cannon, and Rabbid Peach, which is a stupid name, but she is wielding a rocket launcher. Yeah, so one of the things that make this game so funny is the fact of how seriously the creators are clearly taking themselves. We have this absolutely gorgeous animations of just Mario wielding guns. These are like genuine screenshots from the game. It's like actually stupid how pretty it is, and it's a lot better than a lot of other present day Nintendo games, and this is actually when I pull the veil back and say, you should definitely play this game. This has all been propaganda for you to play this game. Look at the cute animations, all of the art style. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. This game is so good. You should buy this game. So, a few things why this game is good. The gameplay is very entertaining. Oops, I pushed it again. All the cutscenes are fully animated and fully voice acted. Not even like Mario Wonder has this stuff. They only have that dumb flower. No one cares about that guy. The environments are all gorgeous. They're all unique and beautiful. The plot is fun and entertaining. There is, like I said earlier, 9 playable characters, which in cutscenes all have their own unique animations, which is actually insane that someone did that. And because Nintendo isn't aware of what they have, it's pretty consistently under $30, which is actually also crazy because Nintendo games never go on sale, especially for like games with their flagship characters in them. And Mario has guns, and that's pretty fucking fun. And yeah, there's also DLC over here. Raymond's in that last one. He gets his own little side thing, even though he doesn't get his actual game in like forever. And also Beepo is in it, and his name is Beepo, and I love him. So yeah. In conclusion, you should buy the Mario and Rabbids Sparks and Hope game, and guns are really funny when you have cartoon characters holding them. Thank you.
What's the best DLC?
Honestly, I'm still working on the base game, but I'm pretty sure it's the Raymond one, because the best thing about the game, in the first and second game, there is a character who will sing an opera. Sorry. He will sing an opera diss track on Mario and Raymond, and it's beautiful.
That's
and
awesome.
they go so hard on Raymond for no reason. So yeah.
Hold on, I need to make sure the Discord thing isn't like things broke or some shit, you know? Hold on. Let me check.
That's the sound of someone leaving and then stopping watching the stream because they left.
Well, no, I know what that is. Bitch!
Here's a peach, Wiley.
There's a reason I'm an F tier.
We found it, folks!
What is it?
I'm just checking that nothing's
It's
broken.
up there. You scroll past.
God, shut up! No! Okay, no, it's okay. Sorry, Gavin. I'm not responding to that right now. Love you though. Next up is Thea. Thanks. I have to find it.
Top.
Thank you.
Wow.
I think I might be the only person in this room that didn't go to DigiPen.
You don't have to know that.
I didn't go to DigiPen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you're better for it.
No, You do.
Okay, yeah, hi, I'm Thea, aka T-Dog. And my presentation today is called Icelandic Things That Might Send You into a Coma. I did include a slide about Iceland, so if you don't know what it is, get fucked. So starting off strong with kidnapping baby puffins. In the Westman Islands, which is like on the south coast of Iceland, that's where the majority of the puffins live. And every year around August, a bunch of baby puffins hatch. Yay! But unfortunately, they get distracted by the streetlights and wander into town. And so all of the people that live on this island have to wander around grabbing baby puffins. And then what do? They take them home and put them in a box. There's a mom explaining to the baby that you have to kidnap the puffins and throw them in a box overnight, okay? Normal stuff. And then finally, I mean, I guess it's not really kidnapping if you also like release them, but dramatics. Then you take your little boxes, you walk outside, and then you yeet them off the cliff.
Yep. Understandable.
Yeah, in order to make sure that they know how to fly, you just hold them and you go 1 and 2, and you yeet them.
You're lumbered now.
Natural selection at work. Ladies and gents. All right. Next, Icelandic foods. And these are all I didn't explain that I was born there, did I? Okay, yeah.
I thought you just really liked Iceland.
I thought you were just talking shit.
Oh, it's personal, Vivid. Yeah, I grew up with all of these foods. So starting off, we have Missingur. And for the longest time, I was putting this on my toast, and I was like, fuck, this shit's really good. What is it? It's caramel cheese. And it has all these, like, children on the cover. And I was told as an adult at my grandma's house, like, when I visited, and I was putting some on, and she's like, that's for kids, sweetie. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? But it's good. I do recommend it. Next we have slaughter, which translates to slaughter. Hardcore food. And there's blodmør and leverpølse, which is basically the blood one and the liver one. Yeah. And I swear it's actually good. I do like this. But it's kind of like haggis if it was less gross because we don't boil it like in an intestine. You know, so it's like normal. It's not weird. Next we have this is apple juice and orange juice, but look at the fucking. I don't know why they chose to do that with the. They're just staring into your soul while you drink that. Oh, but they're playing sports to encourage you to stay active, so that's a win. Next we have our donuts. They're really good, but every time I look at how they're shaped, and I'm just like, who chose that? Why? They're so suggestive. 12 inside. And finally, last but not least, we have kraka lise. Lise is cod liver oil, and I was forced to take this as a child, probably to learn how to deal with discomfort, but then I ended up liking it, and my parents were like, shit, fuck, okay.
I was also coerced into taking that.
It wasn't coercion.
Well, you see, I may or may not bring a bottle of this home every time I visit Iceland, and then when my friends are really hungover, I convince them that it'll cure the hangovers. I'm a good person.
Does it?
No. Yes. But yeah, you got a cute little fish logo here, encouraging you to take it.
I drink it.
Hell yeah. Next, Icelandic Christmas traditions. So, first of all, we celebrated on Christmas Eve at 6 o'clock for whatever reason. But instead of Santa Claus, I grew up with, this is Jólakatter, the Christmas cat, and he will eat you if you don't receive new clothes for Christmas. Yeah. And they will eat you as a child. Yeah, so if your parents are shitty parents, you can kiss yourself by.
That
you know?
doesn't seem fair.
It isn't. It doesn't matter if you're good or bad. You're gonna get fucking eaten. So I was like, you better give me some fucking socks for Christmas. Jesus Christ. At the near end of my life here. Then actually I didn't include a picture of the 13 Yule lads. Picture 13 fucking Santas, except their only job is to prank you and inconvenience you, so I only included 2 of my favorite ones for the sake of time, and their mom, her name's Grilla, which translates to troll, and she will just eat you, good or bad. She prefers the bad ones, but she will just straight up eat you. So there's a lot of threats about being eaten that are looming from my childhood. I turned out really normal. So out of it's 2 of my favorite, Yule lads, whatever. One is spoon liquor.
Oh, yes.
Dirty spoons in the middle of the night.
I identify.
Good stuff. Yeah. And who's that? It's good old sausage swiper. Gonna swipe your sausages, better lock them up. Honorary mentions, there's one called Door Slammer or Door Knocker, and he will just knock loudly on your door in the middle of the night, and that's it. Oh, there's also a window peeper one. Look at it. Yeah. And then finally, a highlight. You get to make weird little flatbreads with cute little designs in them.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So I thought I'd just include something nice in there. Finally, the Icelandic Phallological Museum.
Oh my god.
So if you're ever bored in Iceland, if you're tired of hiking the volcanoes and going to the hot sauna, eating hot dogs, eating our weird food, whatever, you can visit the Icelandic Philological Museum. This is their logo, very iconic. And I just thought, I included this image specifically because I really like the spirally ones. I think that's a nice touch. So if you ever do go, feel free to visit. But if you don't, there's just these fucking images online, and you can see all the fucking animal dicks that you want. And suddenly the bad dragons don't look so unrealistic anymore. You're welcome.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are you okay?
No. Yes.
I want to show you a picture that's kind of relevant to this, but this is a Wayne gong, and
I will contact the museum about this. Thank you. I think that should count. Any other questions? Otherwise, I will tell you whatever facts about Iceland that you want.
I'm gonna out Gavin right now. He just texted me Iceland into Vor confirmed.
I actually didn't include the furry-ish picture on one of the chocolate milks, so I'll have to post that in the chat. But it is worth a view. Who's next? 2 more. Next up is Jim. Two more. Thank you.
Oh my god, we're actually taking the time.
We are doing
Right?
You like the peems?
Good peems.
Good peems.
Oh!
Why am I doing this?
We're the same amount of time. It was supposed to go from me.
Oh, you gonna record it? No.
Yeah, I think so.
This?
Yeah. Recording.
Yeah.
Presenter meetings? Yeah.
Okay. I'm just like.
Now you can drink.
Tito.
Now you can drink.
Now I can drink.
Oh, my god.
Wait.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Well,
I love black screen.
Black screen.
You love
Why is it not black screen?
That's a great question.
What are they doing up there?
I'm gonna go
Are
check
they gonna
on
start
that.
another
No! You're in.
Yeah, that's kind of angry though.
I can't full screen it. I don't. Do you want to try? Everybody.
Or the site didn't load. Show anyway.
Show it anyway.
Get rid of the bar!
Did you say get me to the vor?
Come on.
Yeah.
Old man.
Yeah.
Way to do this.
Hey, I'm 26. I'm not that old.
That's pretty old. All right.
Fuck.
That's
Go
okay.
back
Looks
a
developed
slide.
though.
We'll make it work. It's fine. So
Actually,
welcome.
25 is the official year where you
Welcome
start
to-
losing more cells than you produce, so it's an official
Let's go. I know I was mature somewhere.
Yeah.
Colors! Stop wiggling your fucking feet.
It's like a monkey.
I don't know if it's gonna load.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it was Emma, I understand looking.
I'll
But
just describe it. Do you guys know? Do you like the color of the sky?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
that sideways like a million times. So this is welcome to what your favorite color says about you. This is where I'm gonna tell you like what your favorite color says about you as a person. We're not talking like color psychology shit. That doesn't matter. That like under the eyes of God, that means nothing. If your favorite is like an in-between or you have two favorites, both are applicable. Just ground rules to set. So we're gonna start with the color red. Red, people who like red, they didn't like red out the womb. Like nobody likes red straight out and stuff. That doesn't happen. It was either a phase or you went through trials and tribulations, the gauntlet of favorite colors, and you ended up red, and this is where you ended up. The second point I have, what the fuck do you mean red? Just red? What are you talking about? Just red? What do you mean, all of them? I fucking doubt it. Do you know how, do you know how many fucking colors are in red? There are a lot of shades. Every color has shades. But red, you change the shade of red, it's a different fucking color. So like, what color is your favorite red? Do you like basic bitch red? Do you like that looks different. It's a darker red. The TV makes it look lighter. Do you like a red that looks very similar to dark red? Do you like wine red? This TV is fucking with the colors, but it's fine. Or like fucking, I don't know, Dusty Rose. That's another red color. It's technically red. It's Dusty Rose. Shut the fuck up. So, do you also like, there's also Pokemon Red? Or do you like Red, the 2010 album starring Bruce Willis and Morgan Freeman? Or maybe you like Taylor Swift's fourth studio album Red? Or maybe you like Taylor's version better. That's understandable. My point is, red people are indecisive. Or they're also a jack of many trades. So they, I'm trying to remember my points. Like, if you ask someone who likes red, like, oh, what are your hobbies? They'll be like, and then they'll list like 5 minimum. They're all basic things. They don't do anything really unique. Additionally, they're gonna be very pleasant and like lovely people, but inside they're mentally like rattling their cage, yearning for bloodshed. You think like red enjoyers would have anger issues, but they really don't. They've bottled up that, like, they've honed the art of bottling rage, and it's a miracle that they don't have anger issues at this point. Their main motivator is violence, so if something annoys them enough, they will get it done immediately. Be aware when you're dealing with people who like red. Next up is orange. Do we have any orange enjoyers in the house? Oh, hey! Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anything. It doesn't look good with anything. It's you can't make it work anywhere. Where's my mouse? My second point is orange. My third point, you actually are kind of scary because you've lived your whole life knowing that your favorite color is orange, and you tell people that your favorite color is orange. Like, you are the most unbothered person ever. You can do whatever you want. You have a work drive. It's crazy. Like, you're the kind of, like, people who like orange are the kind of people who are like, oh, how are you doing? And they'll be like, oh, like, I worked 10 days in a row. My girlfriend broke up with me. My car broke down. And, like, I want to die. But, you know, I'm all good. I'm doing great. Like, that's the kind of people that like orange. Also, they're the ideal pirate because they don't get dirty. Next up is yellow. You would think like, oh, yellow, like, oh, that's like happy and wonderful. No, wrong. They're optimistic. That's it. They've delusioned themselves into believing that they're happy in a way. They just don't see any of the negativity in life. With that, they do have a lot of love. Like, you can't just like yellow, like the color of the sun and like golden leaves and pretty, and not have like a disposition for good vibes. Like, you're a happy person in general. But overall, because they don't see negativity, like, if you come to someone who likes yellow and are like, hey, here's my emotional problems, they won't care. They'll be unbothered. They just don't see negativity at all. It's also the piss color. It's the joke I can't not make it at this point. Next we have green. You can't just say green, because there are 2 different kinds of green. There's dark green and there's light green, and these are not the same. Okay? There are 2 different categories. First, we're gonna start with people who like light green. It's their favorite color. You don't like the color, you like the things associated with the color. Mint colored things look like they're edible, they look like they would taste like mint. You like the little mini, like small nature things like cilantro leaves and like lizards and like stuff like that. That's what you really like. You're also a chronic fucking goober. You got no thoughts happening. You're just a silly little guy. It's not just no thoughts, head empty. It's just a void up there. You're the kind of person that would like try to play cozy games, but you either don't know how to complete the objective, or you don't know what you're doing, so you're just like playing the game. You're like, oh, this is delightful, and you like don't make actually any progress in the game. You also probably ate like glue or Play-Doh as a kid, I think. Next up, we have dark green. These are like they're the nature people. Someone who likes like dark green colors, they wish they were like basking in the sun on a moss-covered rock right now, like planting duckweed in the water and planting trees in the forest. Like, they know a calm that is unattainable by a lesser man. They're also very, like, they're actually very, like, grounded people, not like, they're on some shit, probably literally. Like, these are people they have, like, deep philosophical talks with, which is great. They also definitely picked the grass starters in Pokemon, at least for the very first game. Which I don't blame them; they're fantastic. But the people who like Dark, they can't escape it. They're stuck with the grass. They're just anyway. Blue. It's like the color. You ask someone what their favorite color is, it's like 50-50 shot. They say blue. Like you're not special for picking blue. It's the safest option. Everything in life is blue. Like when someone sees something that's blue, it's not just like, oh yeah, it's blue, it's my favorite color. It's like, oh, it's blue. It's like, that's it. Like, we need to cleanse blue from society to start getting for it to be special. Like, it's oversaturated in blue. People who like blue are like almost too chill in the sense of like they've almost given up already. Like it's like pessimism or like optimism, like smiling through the pain. Like yeah, if I die, I die. So it's all good. They're also very chill people. And you know what it is? They're just vibes. They're just entirely vibes. That's what the person who likes blue is. It's just all vibes. They're all vibes. That's it. Also, if it's slightly green, you're like part algae or part water. It's like a deep tone. Yeah, that's water. Next slide. Like light blue specifically. Need I say more? Anyway, on to indigo. Who the fuck? Indigo? All my homies know indigo isn't a real color. Get that shit out of here. Going on to purple. Okay, people who like purple, do you want a medal? Like, do you want praise for picking the color purple? Do you want to be for praise you? Like, oh, you chose such a unique color. You want me to call you cool? You know what else I could call you? Neurodivergent. Or possibly non-binary. Purple is like I like pink, but I don't want to pick the girly color because I'm not like other girls. And then, like, that's the phase you just never grew out of. With purple, there's a spectrum though. It's like you can fall anywhere on here between dark purple and light purple. And dark purple people, they fucking love purple. Like people who like dark purple want everything to be purple. It's basically a personality trait at this point. They really like being special in a very like subconscious way. If they pick all of the really unique choices that you're like, what the like who picks that? Who picks that? Why did you pick that? And they're just like, oh yeah, I just mained this guy in the game that nobody else mains. It's like, what the fuck are you on? They're built different. They're built strange. They're just a little quirky. On the other end, we have light purple. These people are very serene. Like out of all the options, they chose soft as their favorite. But they're also kind of fucking crazy. Like I feel like they should be on leashes, just a little bit. Like there's something awry in there. Move on to pink. No, not nice try. This is just a shade of red. You're cool. You're cool. Can you not see the truth? Watch very closely. That's it. Just like light red, that's all it is. Anyway, for pink, you're the actual like very nice person. Like people who like pink are delightful people. You have a lot of love in you. I think the cauldron that you were cooked in had a bath bomb in it. And then you like love like little creatures like you either have or wish you had like a rabbit or like a ferret, like those kind of guys. You're also baby girl. Like that's the law. It's in the Bible. People who like pink are baby girl. But also they're still red enjoyers. So be warned. Like the brighter the pink, I feel like the more feral these people can be. Make sure that you check the attached guide to make sure check what PPE you need when you're interacting with them. Some can and will bite you. On to black. There are two kinds of people who like black. Goths or the guys who are like silent and deadly, like there's no in between. I feel like the first is fairly self-explanatory. Hot topic has its you're done for. The other kind of person is like the people who are often quiet, but they know how to solve like every fucking problem in existence. They've reached a nirvana state, like achieved a weird inner peace. They chose fucking black as their favorite color. That's not even a color, I feel like. They're like the coolest people alive with like the coolest computer as well. They're intimidating, but only because they're socially awkward and they're probably on the spectrum. Next up, white. No. No one chooses white as their favorite color. Like you chose white. You like the color of the light. You like is it nice and warm? It's nice and warm. Oh, you want to go to the light? Yeah, that'd be great. Come a little closer. It's beautiful. Anyway, gray. This is a choice. It's the neutral of neutrals. Like I feel like you are gray. You're mentally, morally, physically, even you're just gray. Like I vibe with it personally. Like I'm down. I don't think you have any thoughts happening. Similar to light green, but instead of no thoughts head empty, it's many thoughts head empty. Where do your thoughts even make sense? Do you know what you're saying? You're just saying words at this point. Are you talking just to talk? Like nothing's happening. Nothing's actually working out there. You also probably have ADHD. Probably have ADHD. Brown, no. No, it isn't. Stop. No, you probably live in like a post 2015 house. Everything's beige. Stop lying to yourself. It's not your favorite color. Anyway, here's my tier list for people, just specifically people who like the colors and not the colors themselves. Red is top because my favorite color is red. Yeah! 100% true. Thank you for coming. That's just the truth. Sorry. You gotta break it for our last presentation. Let's go.
I have a question.
Wait.
My favorite color is gray.
What the fuck did orange do to hurt you?
It's fucking orange. It's just a weird red. Well, orange is a great color. But it's specifically people that chose orange as their favorite color. Out of all of the colors, you chose orange.
Shut the fuck up, red!
Red gang.
Red gang! Oh, there's another question. There's another color.
It's actually a comment. Just as a pink person, I've never felt so seen.
I know the truth.
Thank you.
You all knew this was coming.
I'm gonna say it.
I think you've seen this once before.
Have I?
I think you have.
Have I? I don't.
This is not the first time we've given this presentation.
Just keeps it on hand.
Spoilers ahead. Fuck you. Alright, so Warriors, if you don't know, it's a book series. It's a really long book series about a bunch of cats that live in a forest and they like kill each other. Oh my god, how did so many cats get in here? And they have silly little words for random fucking things. Like a road is called a thunderpath, and a car is called a monster, and they think the cars are alive, which is obscenely funny to me. They have several terms for humans. The only consistent one is two-leg. I fucking hate it. They have a name specifically for a vet when it comes to spaying and neutering, and it is only brought up in the first series, and then it is never brought up again. They refer to the cutter in like one of the first lines. They're saying like, "Oh, you still smell like a man. You obviously haven't been to the cutter." Yeah. Keep in mind, the kid they're talking to is like 8. Yeah. You've been to the cutter. For like dead meat and garbage, they use crow food. They also sometimes use it to refer to each other. We'll get to that. StarClan is Cat Heaven. It might also have a different name. I honestly don't care. The Dark Forest is Cat Hell. That one does have a different name. It doesn't fucking matter. A kitty pet is a house cat, like the ones that are trapped in that room. A loner is a non-hostile, non-clan cat. And a rogue?
That's not
Rouge.
Rouge.
I don't give a shit. They misspell it in the book. They misspell it like every other time in the book, so I don't care. I never knew how to pronounce it either. And then the moon pool is the ghost phone. What? They drink the water and then they go to heaven while they're still alive.
Or they touch a rock.
But that's the moonstone.
Is this cat musical? Yes.
These are the warrior swears and insults because I think they're funny. A mouse heart is for coward. A fox heart is traitor, bitch, or bastard, depending on the context. There is an actual character named Foxheart, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So anytime somebody refers to her, they're calling her bitch. Fleabrain and Fuzzbrain are both idiot, and they are used both positively and negatively, but usually Fuzzbrain is positive. Anna, you're fucking stupid. I love you. Like that kind of Fuzzbrain. Mouse dung is crap or shit. Fox dung or badger dung. Badger dung only ever happened like twice, but I remember it so vividly because it was so stupid. It is saying shit or fuck, screaming. And then a fox or badger breath is just calling you stinky. I'm so tired. I hate this presentation. Why do I do this to myself? ThunderClan is where all the main characters come from. They're our protagonists. They're fucking beefy. They live in a forest. Like a normal people forest. I don't know. RiverClan, they're the swimming guys. They're shiny. They eat fish, so they're shiny and they're fat. Those are their defining character traits. It's also where all the hot people are.
Okay.
WindClan, entirely irrelevant. No, that is canon. They say, like, this is the clan where all the hot people come from.
Okay.
I wish I was kidding.
Right.
The WindClan are where all the fast people are. They live on a moor. Which is...
It's just hills.
It's just hills. It's stupid. They're, like, entirely irrelevant. I don't think they... There's only ever been one book with, like, the WindClan protagonist, I think. 2. I lied. 2. One of them has gay people. ShadowClan also lives in a forest. These are our evil guys, as you can tell by their name being Shadow. Literally all the antagonists. All of them. Oh my god. SkyClan, it existed, and then it didn't exist. And then it existed, and then it didn't exist, and now it exists again.
Yeah.
They like to climb trees. So, this is a wall of text. I'm not reading all this. Our main character is Rusty. He becomes Firepaw when he joins the clan because he didn't want to be a house cat anymore. And also because, like, Cat Heaven was like, go. So, he joins the clan. He's in the clan for a while. WindClan gets chased out by the antagonist of, like, the first one of the antagonists of the first series. And he is sent to go get them back. at some point, he becomes Fireheart. The big antagonist, Tigerheart, is trying to kill him. Tiger
Claw.
Fuck! Tiger Claw. Sorry. Tiger Claw is trying to kill him constantly. Sorry. So he fails. By the way, as you can probably assume. Tiger Claw fails killing him a lot, and then he tries to kill the actual leader, who is Blue Star. He also fails, and so he gets banished. But then he shows up in ShadowClan because that's where all the evil people come from, and he becomes their leader. So he takes ShadowClan, he combines it with RiverClan to make TigerClan. Fucking self-centered much. And so in opposition, Fireheart. Is he Firestar at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, he's Firestar at this point. By the way, Blue Star died to dogs that Tiger Star set on her. I said there would be spoilers! That was the first slide!
Came up 20 years ago.
That's it. Yeah, Blue Star's dead. She died to dogs. She drowned. She got chased off a cliff by dogs and then she drowned. But anyways, Firestar's leader, he combines ThunderClan and WindClan and he makes LionClan. Which is fucking stupid. There's nobody in the clan named Lion at this point. And then TigerClan brings in BloodClan. It's a bunch of edgy cats that live in the city. They have an itty bitty leader that has like fucking claw extenders that are just like dog teeth. So anyways, TigerClan brings them in and is like, we're gonna use them and we're gonna take over the forest. And they go, nuh-uh. And the leader, the itty bitty guy, quite literally, and it says this in like vivid detail, by the way. This is a kids series. Rips him down the middle, hitting 9 different vital organs. So he is left like on the ground, bleeding out, dying and reviving and dying and reviving over and over again.
Yeah.
This is like the first series. Yeah. So the leader also kills Firestar, but then Firestar comes back because of the power of religion. And then kills the itty bitty leader guy. And that's the end of the books. And then there's a super edition where they go and they remake SkyClan which they didn't know existed at this point. Thank you. This follows Tiger Star's son and Firestar's daughter. They go on a quest to the ocean. They meet a badger. The badger is like, I know you just walked all the way out here, but actually the reason you're out here is because your gods wanted me to tell you your forest is gonna get fucking destroyed. You gotta leave. Now go run like the month you took to get home and run it in like 2 seconds. And they do. And so they get back and the forest is fucking level. And so they all leave. And then they walk forever. And then they walk forever some more. And then they get to a lake and they're like, we're gonna live here. Also at some point, it's in the series, right? Yeah. The daughter grows up. She's an adult now. And so Tiger Star's son and Firestar's daughter, they get together. Yippee! Also, at some point in this, there's a prophecy where, like, the son has to kill his brother, his half-brother, sorry. So it's Brambleclaw and Hawkfrost. And there was a whole prophecy about it, and it was really metal reading it. But then you're looking back on it, and this is, like, really stupid. Also, Leafpool has a forbidden romance because she's a doctor, and doctors aren't allowed to have families. Hope. And so they run away. But then Midnight pops back up again and is like, hey, your clan is like dying. You should go home. And so they do. And their clan is dying. And so they break up. And it's too late. They already fucked. Series 3. Oh my god. So there's another prophecy also about Firestar's family. This becomes a running theme. So we follow Squirrel Flight, who is red, by the way, and Brambleclaw, who's brown, by the way. We follow their kids, who are J-Kit, who is gray and also blind, which becomes plot relevant. Hollykit, who is black, and Lionkit, who is gold. And nobody questions this. Nobody. Holly becomes a medicine cat apprentice, a doctor apprentice, because she's like, I like helping. But then she's also like, I'm really bad at this. Where the fuck is he? J-Kit becomes a warrior apprentice, so he's doing all the fighting and shit. But remember, he is completely blind, so he is fucking awful. So they're like, we're gonna pull a switcheroo. So now, J-Paw, he became J-Paw, by the way. He is now the doctor apprentice, and Holly Paw is now the warrior apprentice. But they don't give him to the same mentors, which is bullshit. Give Brightheart an apprentice, please. She's my love. Also, there's a whole fire scene where like Squirrelflight's ex-boyfriend is like, I am going to kill you and your kids because you broke up with me. And she goes, sucks to suck, they're not mine.
Didn't so much.
Literally.
So true.
And so now they get to leave because they're not her kids, so like this plan isn't gonna work. But now he has blackmail, and so he's super happy about it. And at this point, she is Hollyleaf. All the kids are now adults, by the way. I am simplifying so much. She is like, I cannot let him release this secret to the rest of the clans. We're gonna be fucking ruined. So she kills Ashfur, just fucking kills him. And Leafpool, who is their actual mom, by the way, she sees the evidence and she's like, I'm gonna hide this. So Hollyleaf does not get caught. And then the secret, actually gets unveiled to the children. They're like, oh no, our parents, they are Crowfeather and Leafpool. This is a cross-clan relationship, which is illegal. And this is also a doctor relationship, which is also illegal. Fuck. Hollyleaf reveals their secrets to all of the clan, and then she runs into a tunnel and she fucking dies. Sad. Series 4! Oh my god! So now we follow Cloudtail's kids. Cloudtail is Firestar's nephew. And we follow the nephew's kids, who are Dove Kit and Ivy Kit, but also they're like, they're apprentices immediately. And Dove Kit is really good at everything. Always. Because guess what? She's part of the prophecy. Hollyleaf wasn't, for some fucking reason. Justice for my girl. And so, like, yeah, whoa, it's Dovepaw, because she's related to Firestar. Whoa! Shocking. But actually, they need a fourth cat. I wonder who it is. Ivypaw is jealous, and she goes to train in cat hell, which is a thing they're doing now. And so, she actually kills somebody while they're there, but that gets rushed over pretty quickly. Aunt Pell, you were a real one for the 2 pages you were in the book. It's very dramatic. But eventually, Ivy Pool, she becomes Ivy Pool, by the way. Yeah. She's like, this sucks. I'm gonna be a spy now, for the clans, because the clans are the good people. This also eventually boils into just like a fucking war. And then the prophecy comes true, and it's unveiled just who the fourth cat is. It's Firestar. It's fucking Firestar, which makes the whole like prophecy invalid because it's kin of his kin. Well, I guess no, that could be him. It's stupid. Yeah, there's a big war. A bunch of people die, including Ghosts. Ghosts can die, by the way. So Firestar dies and he gets to go to cat heaven. Tigerstar dies a second time. He's gone forever. Hawk Frost dies a second time. He's gone forever. Hollyleaf, she came back to life, by the way, because she was actually never dead. She was living in the tunnels the whole time, and she had a boyfriend in there. And now she dies. And a bunch of other irrelevant people die. Including, where the fuck is she? Spotted Leaf. She was just Firestar's like childhood crush. Okay. She kept coming up. It was awful. Bramblestar is the leader now, and he makes Squirrelflight his deputy. Yippee! Even though they were fighting like 2 seconds ago. I hate to say this to you guys.
Yeah.
Alright. Come on.
Is it time? Oh no.
Series
5.
Is it time?
Series 5.
Oh my god.
Oh, whoa.
This is a lot shorter because I don't remember much of it. Series 5. This is the prequel arc in the middle of the series.
I hate this shit.
In the middle of there's more?
I completely skipped it because it was so dumb. This just tells you like the people that made the clans, and it also tells you Clear Sky is a bitch, and that Grey Wing deserves better.
Yeah.
That's all you need to take out of this.
Oh.
We've reached the point where I haven't read them. So this is following Squirrelflight and Bramblestar's biological kits this time, which there's Alderpaw. He's a male Squirrelflight clone, and by the way, he has a sister. I don't know if she's ever mentioned in here. Sparkpaw? Yeah, Sparkpaw, who is a female Firestar clone. They specify that, which is really weird. I don't fucking know. They go on a quest. Alderpaw's grandma dies because she's there for some reason. Then they find some random fucking kittens just like in a nest somewhere, and Needlepaw, who some apprentice from ShadowClan, she's like, I'm gonna take these guys home. And Alderpaw's like, but wait, I found them too. I should get to take one. So they each name one. They name them Violet Kit and Twig Kit. I have a comment about Twig Kit. Then they go back and then they separate the kits and they live in different clans and it's very sad. Some random fucking guy comes and like takes over ShadowClan. This is like the 4th time this has happened now. The kids become Twig Branch and Violet Shine. I want to talk about Twig Branch, but I don't have anything to say. I just hate that name. Fucking Bramblestar for giving us Twig Branch. One of them joined Skyclan at some point. That's it. That's all I got. Series 7. I've read none of this. This is about one of Dovewing's kits, one of Ivypool's kits, and one of Violet Shine's kits. Who are Bristlefrost, Shadowsight, and Rootspring. Ashfur becomes relevant here again because he like takes over Cat Hell and like possesses Ramblestar, and it's really stupid, and I hate him. He dies though. Bristlecross sacrifices herself to kill him because we cannot give female characters and warriors anything. Oh, and then Ramblestar's back. Series 8! I think this one's about River Clan. I think. It's a murder mystery at some point. They get up to some fuckery. Bramblestar retires. We finally get Squirrel Star, my beloved. She's old as shit at this point. But we don't get to see that because it's not following her clan. Sucks to suck. I don't have anything big to say on this one. I just need to point out that this is like, they're making this. They're still making these books.
What the
This is currently in development. What the fuck?
Yeah. But there's still no movie!
There's still no movie. There was a fan-made movie that got a cease and desist. First episode. A little bit more rambling. Ashfur did not deserve to be that relevant. Fuck that guy. He's just an incel. He wasn't powerful. I don't care. He should have just died. Also, he got to go into cat heaven despite trying to kill 4 people, actually killing 1 person. He killed Firestar at one point, by the way. Also, Dovewing's husband becomes a second Tiger Star that is like named in the fandom Tiger Heart Star. That's where I got the Tiger Heart from. And at one point, before he's later, he like fully dies, and Dovewing's just like, I'm so tired. So she picks up his corpse, takes him to the ghost phone, throws him in, and is like, fix it. And they do. Brightheart deserved a real apprentice.
You didn't even mention her during the presentation.
Do you want me to go back and add details? Because I don't think you do. Leafpool was put on trial to get into heaven. All she did was like have some kids. Fucking cope. There are like 4 other people that we know of that had like illegal kids that didn't even have a question about whether or not they got into heaven, but she got questioned. Bullshit. She's a harlot. She's a harlot. I'll get you. Tallstar was gay. That's like the one relevant Wind Clan person, by the way. He was Tallstar was gay for Firestar's dad.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. Also Ravenpaw was gay.
Okay.
We stand Ravenpaw and Barley. They got to live their little barn cat cowboy lives.
Yeah.
Let me out. All right, that's the end.
Anna asked a very important question. Do the cats have powers? Only special ones.
Only the special ones.
I have
and
a
they get
comment.
taken away. What? Okay.
There are 42 main series books, 14 special editions, 5 field guides, 15 manga volumes, and 21 novellas.
Yeah.
What's up, gang?
What did you think about the graphic novels?
I liked some of the graphic novels. The earlier ones, they hired a person that did not know how to draw cats.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the Scourge one?
Why does Gavin look so enthralled?
Yeah.
We love that one.
we do not accept the first couple like manga ones. But
We fundamentally disagree.
The later ones get a
Shame
lot
on
better.
you.
Like the most recent one, fucking A Thief in ThunderClan, which is about Brightheart. That one is beautiful.
Do you know if they're all written by the same person?
They are written by 4 different people that go under one pseudonym of Aaron Hunter. Really?
That's not a real person?
It's not a real person. It is 4 different women.
Also,
I've been lied to.
Also, one of them left at some point, and then another person came in.
So 5.
I could never.
I've been lied to.
I'm so done.
No, I didn't.
I watched a Warrior Cat video that explained it.
Another question.
What do you think about the relationship between people who read the Warrior Cats books as kids and people who are now furries?
We have evidence right here.
Pipeline.
I read them, but
Pipeline.
I'm not a furry. I read a bunch of them, yeah.
I love the fun fact that one of the Aaron Hunter author's last book was specifically about Grooming.
What? Oh yeah. By the way, there was a super.
Is there drama in the Warrior Cats community?
There's so much drama. There is an entire book
There's a Warrior
about
Cats
Spotted
community.
Leaf getting groomed as a kid.
Yeah. And that was the last book from one of the Aaron Hunter authors, and she left.
Yeah.
This is. I'm
Sorry.
more asking to the audience. Did the author of Warrior Cats happen to write some weird stuff about owls too?
No,
that's not the
no,
same
that
story.
is a different.
Okay.
There is an overlap in fandoms, but the Aaron Hunters wrote. Shut the fuck up. The Aaron Hunters, they wrote the series about cats, which is by far their most long-running one. They wrote a series about bears, and they wrote a series about dogs. Kill yourself.
What's the one about owls?
What's up?
Furry spawned from fan fiction.
No!
just
Oh. Okay.
I think you're onto something.
Do you know what he wants to say?
Yeah, I know what he wants to say.
Fine, say it.
Nah, I don't want to say it now.
No,
It's
fuck
not
you,
fun.
say it.
Oh, fuck you, you say it.
Alright, this was your one chance.
And
Never
Space
again.
Jam.
Can I do it?
And went from
And Warrior Cats.
Please?
Then
Do they
Warrior
ever have
Cats.
crossovers with other things?
No.
Did they have crossovers
Cutie
with
pie.
dog jokes?
Cutie
Because
pie!
anybody who read the books.
Alright, we're done? We're good?